Hey, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Monster of the Week. This name of the scenario is Godzilla versus Malum. Malum is a kaiju I made up, and this scenario is 100% based because I have recently watched all the Heisei era Godzilla films, which were made from 1984 to 1995. 7 films, starting with Godzilla 1985, ending with Godzilla versus Destroya. 12 hours of Godzilla goodness, psychics, time travel, and a whole lot of...
They lean in a lot of directions throughout those movies.
And it's all in continuity. They all build on each other.
Fuck you, Millennium Godzilla movies. These are all connected.
So 12 hours of Godzilla. Thanks, pandemic.
Yep. And maybe there'll be a little other Godzilla stuff coming in. We'll see. Yeah, in fact, there will be, because Rob's gonna... spoilers for Heisei era films and also the Netflix anime series for the Godzilla films. Planet Godzilla or whatever it's called. Those 3 films. So don't listen to this game if you don't want to be spoiled on those things that came out several years ago.
Yep.
Sorry, Aaron.
That's okay. I had my chance. You told me.
You did have your chance. Yeah, so this takes place after the events of Godzilla versus Mothra. Essentially...
Which, by the way, Battra gets just, flushed out of that title. That's rude.
Yeah, Battra shows up. Battra's introduced. Battra dies.
Like you do.
Yeah, Mothra has... but Mothra and Battra together have stopped Godzilla, tossed him in the ocean. But also,
Mothra had to fly off into space because Mothra has to take up Battra's job of stopping a meteor that will be crashing into Earth in the near future.
Yep. So that's where we are. Now, the UN and Japan have formed an agency called G-Force to combat Godzilla in case he will rise again, as he's risen up multiple times. And yep, they can't get rid of him.
There was that big gap between the 50s and the 80s, and then since then, just pretty regular.
Yep.
Yeah.
So G-Force is underway in building Mechagodzilla. That has not been built yet. It is currently being built. But Godzilla has awoken in this timeline, and Mechagodzilla isn't ready. Now Godzilla has awoken because another kaiju has appeared, which has been codenamed or nicknamed Malum, which is Latin for catastrophe by the press. Malum appears to be made of an odd mixture of metallic objects. Parts of shipwrecks have been identified. Parts of oil rigs have been identified. But all of this metal skeletal sort of structure has been reinforced with a strange organic matter.
Tetsuo, the Iron Kaiju.
Yeah, something. Well, nobody knows for sure. I mean, there's some footage, obviously. Malum and Godzilla have already clashed once, but it was indecisive. But as we begin the scenario, they are both approaching Tokyo from opposite directions. And they are getting very close. So, but you are all members of G-Force, but unofficially, you're part of their Black Ops team, essentially. All deniable assets, because Colonel Gendo has a mission for you. And as before we begin the briefing, let us introduce our team of agents, as it were, beginning with Aaron.
Hello. Hey, this is Aaron. I will be playing a priestess of Mothra named Hikari. She has the divine connection to the most wonderful and wonderful protector that is Mothra, and carries around some of the the particular larva that can be helpful towards others. So,
it's a fairy Mothra. It's a tiny.
It's a different type of creature, because don't forget, Mothra larvae are still the size of a cruise ship.
Yeah,
that's true.
Fairy Mothra is like the size of an eagle.
Fairy Mothra are what the little priestesses would fly around on.
It's
the toyetic and merchandisable Mothra.
I am not the very tiny priestess. I am
all Mothras are toyetic, and I would buy all of them.
Well, you're a distant descendant of the Cosmos civilization, which is the Atlantean-esque civilization that spawned the tiny princesses. And had a whole thing. There was a whole thing in Godzilla versus Mothra. is the whole thing.
But I'm also used to because I have my because of that ability. I have my nice little angel wings teleportation ability, so I can get everybody else quickly to where they need to go.
Okay, very good. Then next up we have Tom, and who are you playing as?
Playing as Agent Robert deMarco, former American Black Ops soldier who was part of an experiment to put remote pilot a robot body, which was made from
Mecha Godzilla, or Mecha King Ghidorah.
It remains from him, and it worked.
Which means you contain future technology.
Yep.
But then my human body died during the process, so I'm kind of trapped here.
Yep.
I know that feel, Tom.
Oh yeah.
So, what does your robot look like? Is it Terminator-esque with like a fake skin, or
do you have a mobile unit?
Yeah.
I do not. No, it looks completely mechanical. No sign of any flesh or covering.
All right. Very good. Then we have Thad.
Hello.
Thad, please introduce your character.
My character is Francis Hikita. He is the son of a Japanese psychic and an American psychic who've been working with the United Nations and psychic kaiju related research. He's not a well person, but he is sort of inspired by his parents. He can't really do things for normal military, but he makes use of his ability to crunch things with his brain powers, and also to hear voices that are sometimes real to help the Black Ops G-Force unit.
Okay.
Hey.
Very good. And finally, we have Rob, guesting from the Orpheus Protocol. The Orpheus Protocol. Anyway.
Loves me some Godzilla, couldn't resist. I will be playing Solphe, who is posing as an American psychic asset raised in some sort of secret program. He is not, in fact, American nor psychic by traditional standards. He is, in fact, an EXIF spy sent to Earth to guarantee certain outcomes that our civilization requires of the Earth, for which Godzilla must be preserved.
Mm-hmm. So the EXIF are a race of aliens that are in the Netflix anime series, and that all takes place in the future far enough that the Heisei films do not necessarily contradict the EXIF,
correct,
the Netflix series. So yeah, dun. But Colonel Gendo has assembled you all. You have been told. He is very brief. He says your mission is to. You're in G4. You're basically in a warehouse on the docks of Tokyo, like a deniable. You've never been allowed anywhere near the actual G-Force buildings, or except for maybe for Robert. He had to go into some of the labs for tune-ups or whatever, but that was always very secret, cloak and dagger.
Their labs are they're really brain loud anyway. I don't like it there.
Yeah. So, you probably the two psychic. Well, the rest of you probably visited the psychic school, but again, that's not officially part of G-Force. Just associated with them. School for Psychic Children. I forgot what it's called. But the Colonel Genos, we believe that we have intelligence that indicates a powerful corporation here in Tokyo, the Yanasawa Corporation, is responsible for, has information on Malum. I suspect they are responsible for its creation, but I am not sure exactly what they were doing or why. We do have an informant, Rin Matsuda. He apparently has another connection with one of the scientists in their R&D division. So your mission, Tokyo has been evacuated. There will be very few people there because Godzilla and Malum are expected to make contact in Tokyo, downtown Tokyo, near their Yanasawa headquarters within hours. Now, the four of you need to get in that building and find out anything you can. there is a project that we believe is connected to Malum, Project Ami no Nubuko, Heavenly Jeweled Spear. If you can find out anything you can about this project, we believe it will find out if there's any weaknesses to Malum we can exploit. And we believe that Godzilla may leave once it defeats its rival. He is very territorial. So hopefully we can get him away, get him to stop rampaging if he no longer has someone to fight. But your first, in order to get there, you need to talk to Rin Matsuda. Unfortunately, he is in Malum's path. You need to get to him as soon as possible before he is on a houseboat drifting in Tokyo Bay. She apparently Yanasawa sent agents there to kill him. He narrowly survived, and he just radioed me not too long ago. So you need to go and get him. There are numerous boats there you can commandeer to grab him and take him to the building. He'll have access into the headquarters and have something, and have him make contact with this doctor, this scientist. I'm not sure who it is. He won't reveal the name until he's rescued. So I suggest you go. Now, all of you, of course, may have suspected Yanasawa Corporation about this. So before we dive into the action, I'll give everybody one sort of preparatory action. It's because you're all badass, literally psychics, or monstrous cyborgs, or priestess of Mothra. Maybe you've had a divine vision. Maybe you've had something else.
Sure.
Yeah. So everybody gets one sort of gather information preparatory act before we dive in. So let's see. Solphe, do you know what you want to do?
Yeah, I think that this corporation is large enough that if there was already suspicion on them through G-Force, I would have spent a bit of time in places that people who work with the corporation blow off steam, in like arcades and cafes and things like that. Just scanning people's minds as they think about the stresses of their day. So we'll just go ahead and do an investigate a mystery roll with weird, I think, and just see if I picked anything up.
Now, do you have a move that lets you use weird for investigate a mystery?
Yeah, it's telepathy, or no, I guess I'll still use sharp, but I don't have to actually talk to people.
Okay, there you go. Roll sharp.
Yeah.
So, go to dice rolling. Yep.
All right. So it'll be an 8, as I have a +1 sharp.
Yep. So you get to ask one question. So you can be pretty vague in that. So, you could ask about Malum, or because they're thinking about Malum, they're thinking about the project, or yeah.
I think that the first priority of question is to know more about Malum's nature, not even necessarily its weakness. That might be, for G-Force, that might be the most important question. But I think for the masters that I truly serve, we need to understand Malum to decide if it is a better candidate than Godzilla.
Okay.
For plunging the world into the kind of chaos that it has to eventually be in for our designs. Because right now I'm supposed to protect Godzilla, but perhaps Malum is a better champion for the glorious exit future.
All right.
So I want to know what sort of creature it is.
It is biomechanical. The flesh is jellyfish that has been spliced with G cells and genetically engineered. So, there is some sort of computerized or control mechanism in the mechanical parts. It's not just Rex. So there is some sort of design to it. But yeah, the organic matter is heavily mutated jellyfish. So it has lots of very fast stinger whip tentacles, essentially. Highly venomous. Of course, in Heisei era, that means giant sparks when it hits something.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Why wouldn't it be?
Set off those squibs.
That's enough for Solphe to know that Godzilla needs to prevail, because we saw what happened with Biollante. This is just another of Godzilla's lesser children, and the King of Destruction is still the best hope for the future.
All right. Well, that was what you've been doing up before we launched the mission. So, Francis, do you want to? Yeah.
I am going to do the way that I solve many problems is I'm going to avoid the physical world and push off into the astral plane and see what I can find out about whatever strange project is being constructed, because the Heaven Spear thing, I don't know, it sounds interesting.
All right, Heavenly Jeweled Spear.
Yeah. No,
all right.
That grabbed onto my curiosity, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, you could also.
I will use the site, which allows me to talk to spirits and shit, which I'm going to assume are just, I don't know, strange psychic forces of the astral plane.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd allow you to do that. So you're still rolling sharp.
Yeah, so it'll be 2d6 plus my 1 sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That will also be an 8.
All right, so you ask a question of a ghost of a dead man who apparently was murdered by Yanasawa Corporation agents. They have a PMC, Yanasawa PMC, that are hired killers and will do the bidding. But the ghost of the murdered man tells you that Heavenly Jeweled Spear is to help make Japan into a mighty empire once more, because Japan's greatest weakness now is a lack of land. They can use technology to create new land mass, floating island fortresses and floating island factories.
Oh shit! They're gonna use Fortress of Solitude crystals.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
I've seen
no.
this movie.
No, imagine a giant jellyfish that you just walk on their heads, essentially, with mechanical parts. So
we're jumping on weird things. Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it's very gross. But if you could put big factories on them,
I don't want to walk on jellyfish. This has to be stopped.
Yeah. So,
which is exactly what I say when I come back from the astral plane.
Yeah. So Robert, what about you? Do you want to do anything before?
I was thinking if I could just kind of in case I kind of go online with my with my mechanical mind, see what I can find on this corporation.
Okay, so for you, we'll use this as using magic. So you can roll weird in order to gain information or communicate essentially with computers and stuff like that. So
essentially, search the corporate dark web just by guy kind of sitting there.
Okay.
All right.
10. All right. It works without you. No, you only roll 2d6.
2d6.
Yep.
And I add it to it, don't I? Shit.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
No, that's fine. So we have a dice spot. Nope. Still
God
3d6.
Damn it. I
believe in you, Tom.
I'm a monster.
Yep. Nope. Now.
There it goes.
There we go.
And it's 10 anyway.
Hey.
We're back to the same number.
All right. So you get the information without any side effects. Very good. So what type of
entertained?
Yeah, it's a very cool 90s hacking scene.
Is he hacking the Gibson?
Oh yeah, there's primitive CGI of his virtual avatar navigating a lawnmower man-esque cyberspace. You have to fight off some black ice, but you totally just punch it in the face.
Hacking by just manipulating graphics, access denied.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just a really edgy version of the After Dark screensaver collection.
So what kind of information were you trying specifically for?
Anything somebody the company and any dark secrets or things they might have on hidden websites.
Hidden websites. Okay.
This is kind of before the dark web thing.
Dark web 1.0.
Yanasawa Corporation has deep ties to the Japanese government. They have agents that are able to infiltrate the government, and G-Force as well, which is probably why you're doing this as a deniable asset. And their R&D is very well funded, and has experimented a lot with G-cell technology. They have essentially made. They've also stolen some of the technology or acquired somehow the same kind of Mechagodzilla robotics technology. There is a office helper robot in there, nicknamed Craigbot. Craigbot is
I dislike him already.
Craigbot is they're testing him in the corporation as they speak, in their corporate headquarters, and then there are a lot of rumors of some sort of other secret project to Operation Heavenly Jeweled. Dr. Omori, get up my name generator. Omori Yoshida is the head scientist, and he seems to be diverting resources to some other project. The CEO, Kanda Tamura, Honda. Sorry, I'm just writing this down. Is unaware of. So I'll put the name of the chat channel. So, there seems to be some sort of something going on between the two of them. There's some sort of the chief scientist made such advances that his position is very secure, and he's diverting resources to something else, but not other than heavenly jeweled spear. So that's all you're able to get, though. But that's quite a bit of information. Rin Matsuda is in Malum's path in Tokyo Bay in a drifting houseboat. So, how are you going to rescue him? You're not too far. You're on the docks right now.
Do we have access to transport?
Yeah, sure. There's a panel van. One of you can drive to get to the docks itself, and there you can commandeer any number of boats to drive out there. Let's see here. Hikari does have wings. Do you know? Have you been to the docks before? Have you been to a boat before?
The Cosmos people were originally from the sea, right? So I assume right now I probably would have.
All right, so you can skip that and take two people with you to a boat.
Yep.
You've not been to Rin Masuda's boat, so
true. Although I was going to ask before I do that, though, would it be possible? Do we have a full location on that, or what it looks like?
Yeah, you know what it looks like. It's the what would it be called? The Mr. Crowley, and it's got a little picture of an octopus on the back.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the Mr. Crowley, and it's going to be one of the only boats sort of floating in the middle of the bay, because all the other boats are tied up or have gone far away from Tokyo.
Not a lot of people want to be out in the monster ocean.
Yeah.
Although, would it be possible for me to use a ritual, basically to link with my fairy Mothra to see if I could remote view it? Basically, find Red Matsuda first, so we have a direct location, and then use my moth wings to go towards there.
Okay. Yeah, you could use you could do that.
Okay.
So
I will go into a trance with the fairy wings and use my weird ability on that.
This is using magic. All right.
Yep. So,
if anyone looks closely enough, Solphe looks deeply disturbed and a bit disgusted as Mothra is invoked.
Okay.
Right.
So which I did put the what I approximate her robe is going to be looking like.
Which is awesome, by the way.
I got an 8.
Okay.
So
all right, so I'll say the effect is weakened. Only you can go.
Okay. So, although I do give
and
the
you
location.
won't be able to use it to go back.
Oh, I will not. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I would say you can take two people with you, but you can't teleport back if you go that way, because the effect is weakened. You rolled a partial success.
So yes, Grand Mothra's designs.
Oh yeah. By the way, for the listeners at home, I've instituted a house rule. The group has a pool of 6 luck points to share it among all of them. Otherwise, then that luck works the same. And any player can use a luck, and unless the other 3 players veto it, you can just use it. So yeah, at any time you can burn a point of luck to roll a 12 until you run out.
Mhm.
I have found the way, but we will have to be immediately prepared because we can. It's like the ethereal the currents are too weakened at this point, so we would only.
Well, once you get, if that means you'd have to fix the boat engine in order to get out, otherwise you're going to be stuck there. So, like,
Anyone know how to fix a boat?
I would say Robert DeMarco.
I look at Robert very significantly.
I'm sure I could manage it.
I mean, I didn't want to assume.
All right, then I can. That's like I can take one more with me.
I don't know. Psychic rock.
You can
paper,
carry 2 people with you, so everybody but one. The 4th person can go and get a vehicle to pick you all up.
I look at Solphe. Do you want a psychic rock paper scissors for it?
Solphe seems completely unbothered.
Need I remind you that both of you almost had an aneurysm the last time you did that.
I've had a lot of aneurysms. It's fine.
All right.
I'll leave it up to your preference.
Sorry, I never had the pleasure of an aneurysm.
I don't trust myself to drive a boat. I'd rather go there and if they need protecting, just hit them with brain stuff.
All right. So Francis will stay behind. Francis will basically drive the van to the docks to pick you all up to take you to the building. The other 3 of you would teleport to the boat. So
I love that you call it brain stuff.
Yeah. All of you rush out with your plan. Francis in the all of you can see as you're the one who heads out, Francis, because the others are teleporting. But as you run out of the warehouse, Colonel Gino, of course, leaves to go to G-Force headquarters because Godzilla shit's happening. That's his job. He kind of had to be he had to be very brief because people are like kind of need him to do shit. So people are like, hey, where's the Colonel? So it is dusk. It is evening. Well, it's not quite evening. It is dusk. It's still bright out. You can see the Tokyo is brightly lit. Their air raid sirens are quite lovely this time of year. And in the very, very distance on the horizon, you can see a black silhouetted shape with plumes of smoke, which you know to be Malum. Because that's the direction the docks, the bay is. So the buildings are blocking your line of sight from being able to see Godzilla. But he will be near the headquarters by the time you get to if everything works out. So anyways, Hikari, go ahead and roll weird again to see how good your teleporting works.
All right.
Oh, the things Solphe does to maintain his cover.
Perfect.
All right. You all teleport on the boat without falling into the water or 20 feet above the boat. So that
the fairy Mothra just flies circles around us, depositing that's like little flecks of glitter that causes this to shift.
All right. Well, you 3 of you can get a real good look at Malum now. He's only a couple miles away. He is very, very large. He is a massive, vaguely humanoid-esque. Actually, the shape of him is a bit like the SDF fortress. Only it's like cargo ships for arms. Also like lots of whip tentacles all around it. And let's see here. Yeah, so I'll just have a little image location in general for this. I probably all you nerds know all that. And he does have giant cannon.
You just wanted a Macross monster, you bastard, and I love you for it.
It's fine.
Yeah. So
fine.
Yeah. So imagine HR Giger doing this with ships.
Right.
Oh.
Of course. Yep.
Yeah.
Find all the hidden phalluses.
Lots of tentacles.
Right.
Well, it's Japanese.
They're all
Of course, there's
phalluses.
lots of tentacles.
Yeah.
Where's Waldo's junk?
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to get that boat working.
Yep. Solphe is momentarily indisposed, gripping the railing of the ship. All the positivity and life affirmingness and stuff that just happened is deeply unpleasant to him.
I like the Mothra songs.
Oh.
I muttered to myself on the.
Yeah. You all heard the Mothra song. Mothra.
But only like a one-person version. It's better with harmony.
Oh yeah, good point.
It's not bad. I'm not saying that she's a bad singer. I'm just it's meant to be sung in harmony.
That's like I can only harmonize with my sisters.
Is my psychic range long enough to just be chattering banally at them while they're trying to work?
I mean, yeah, since you are psychic, you can still be like...
then all of that is stuff that I'm just muttering, that they hear me saying even though I'm not there.
At this point, they probably tune you out to a degree.
That's fine.
They have very selective hearing.
Just narratively speaking.
Yeah.
Francis, indoor voice.
So...
I am indoors.
Robert, how are you going to fix this shit? Rin is looking at all three. Did the Colonel send you?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
I to distract you if we can.
Yes. Well, if you don't distract me, we'll all be. He's just staring at Malum. He is.
Killed.
I walk up behind him, put my hand on him, and I'm going to use my soothe ability. So, and just quietly talk. This is a dire situation, but if we are able to pool our resources and think about this calmly, we will be able to make it through as through Mothra's guidance. So just when I talk to somebody for a couple quiet points, you calm them down, blocking any other panic or negative emotions.
Yep, you don't have to roll for that.
Solphe takes a measured step back.
All right, so Robert, how are you fixing it?
It's actually just kind of like go to the engine and just kind of do a deep scan of it. Just kind of, do one of those cool, get a full diagnostic scan and find out what the problem is, and just.
Oh yeah, there's that's pretty easy to find out what the problem is. There's some bullets in it. There shouldn't be bullets in boat engines. That's not a thing. Looks like somebody was shooting at him with a silenced gun, and he didn't even realize he'd been shot at. But it hit the boat engine.
Movie silencers.
Yeah, movie silencers. So you can fix it if you roll weird with your I don't know what's the tool that comes out of your robot body to fix it. Or
it's one of those cool. It's one of those cool 90s like multi tools.
Okay.
It's every tool in one weird thing.
Okay. Yeah. Very good.
I wonder is Gamera really friend of all children, or did I hallucinate that?
Gamera's not in this timeline.
No, I'm saying that in character.
Okay.
You didn't ask.
He did. He in fact did hallucinate that.
Oh shit!
Exactly. One of my dark side things.
I rolled as high as I could possibly roll.
Yep, you sure did.
You voted the shit out of that.
Yeah. Give it a little
twice.
Give it a little boost. You don't even have to make a piloting check to get it back to shore, to get it to the docks.
No, in fact, I used the bullet still in there to make the engine go faster.
Sure. Somehow you eat the bullet and just use that to 3D print new parts for it.
It turns out the engine was not only broken, but missing a couple bullets worth of 3D printed metal improvements that would make it
your
better.
future technology actually extracts the bullet's momentum from the past and adds it to the.
Man.
And
hardcore.
And as it's a fellow machine, I sing to it, talk to it, and stay supportive,
nurturing things to it.
Yeah.
All right. So, you managed to get out before. So
I think most toasters are actually pretty brave.
The waves are starting to hit the docks as Malum's footsteps are getting closer and closer, generating more and more waves. But you all pile out of the boat. Francis, you're there in the panel van. All of you jump in there.
I was kind of napping on the steering wheel halfway because the sound of the kaiju induced waves was sort of lulling me out.
But Malum, some fighter planes fly by and launch missiles at it. That pisses Malum off. Malum responds by sending out giant stinger whip tentacles that hit one of the planes in an explosion of sparks, but then the tentacles themselves just and these just hit in the vicinity you're in. So Francis, if you're driving, you need to make a act under pressure, which is plus cool, in order to expertly pilot the van as shit is exploding all around you as you're trying to get away.
Awesome. I have just no bonus or detriment to cool, just straight roll.
Mm-hmm.
I want to help out secretly.
Okay.
By invoking the psychic pull that Solphe has over the forces of entropy due to his religion, and jinx the particular vessels that are being destroyed so that their trajectories are decayed like away from where we are. Okay. So I'm just making it slightly easier for Francis. So I'm going to just do a help out.
Okay.
Can I do that with weird instead of cool since it's using the jinx ability?
You're using jinx. Jinx.
I'm interfering with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do, I guess, is the option.
Okay. Yeah. No, jinx. That's how. Yeah, jinx works. Go ahead and roll plus weird.
And this is to assist him.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 7, so let's see what bonus I get, if any.
Well, that's a partial success. So, let's see here. All right. I will say you get a +1 forward to Francis, which will still leave it a partial since it was a 7. Now,
sure.
But you also interfere with a monster minion or so it minimizes the damage. So the van does get rocks, hit. The windshield is cracked, and the van is heavily battered, but the tires do not puncture. So the van is taking a beating, but it still keeps on going.
And Solphe is completely tranced out at this point, eyes wide open, like a fly could just land on his eyeball and he wouldn't blink.
So. Yeah,
guys, I actually don't remember if I'm licensed to drive in Japan, but I think we're making it.
So there's no traffic, but I will say your van flying into the city, or not driving into the city, like that is going to attract the attention of police because it is heavily and obviously damaged. And you're not able to avoid things because you're just busy, you get clear of the immediate area. Malum stops what he's doing and keeps on fighting the SDF and Navy and Air Force. So you're able to get closer to downtown Tokyo where the corporate headquarters are. But the problem is you see a police car. There are some out there trying to get stragglers out of Tokyo. And they see you just as you hit the windshield and knock it out so you can see.
Oh, and we're deniable, aren't we?
No, it's
so
fine.
We can't flash our G-force credentials.
No, it's fine because they have. I'm going to use telepathy to try and manipulate this person.
Sure.
Into oh no, they heard. No, they actually already talked to us and gave us directions, and we are following their direction.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, thank you, officer. I'm basically manufacturing an encounter and them directing us in one of their heads. So let's see, that is manipulate. Is that off of charm? Okay, yeah. So that is a +1. Just one. Boom. Fuck. Nope. Right. They get a very bizarre because it's Francis attempting to manufacture what a very normal police stop and direction would look like, which does not come through in a way that is believable or calming.
So you can mark luck. You can spend a point of luck to turn that to a 12, or you can take the consequences.
Ooh. I have no interest in luck. Francis is kind of a burnout fuck up.
All right. So the cops are on your tail with lights going, telling you to pull over or head out of Tokyo. Stop heading into Tokyo. So yeah.
Okay. So
They didn't believe the waking dream. I brain screamed at them, guys. I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, no, you're kind of distracted. What with the debris and the roar of Malum behind you. Yeah,
Okay. So how many cops are following us? Just one
it's
car?
just one car. One car.
They're kind of spread thin, hopefully, maybe, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I just did this, but I would gladly jinx again and see if I can have any of
Aren't
the
you-
cars break down.
Aren't you, like, blue screened at the moment?
No, he can. I mean, that was just a role playing thing. He can.
Oh,
He can
okay.
use,
Yeah, like I will have come to my senses by this point and found that we are being pursued.
yeah, if you interfere with them, you could cause them to wreck, and thus giving you time to get away.
Yeah. So yeah, Solphe traces a 7-pointed star in front of himself with his hand and murmurs some sort of incantation under his breath, and we'll see what happens.
Stars look like.
Oh no!
No.
Same choice. You can take it, or you can mark luck, spend luck.
Luck.
Well, they only have 6, so
I'm thinking about it. I'm not against letting the consequences happen. I'm just trying to figure out if they can be interesting. So it's an attempt to break down their cars that somehow goes wrong.
Their car, like you attempt to interfere with their
Explode.
engine and it speeds it up.
No, on a miss, the keeper holds 2 over you to be used in the same way. So I can use it against you. So yeah, Jinx has a higher consequences for failing actually. So I can use 2 things against you. I could actually inflict 1 harm on one of you, or I could damage your van, or actually I can do both. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just let this get real bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I imagine the damage would probably hit me since I was also doing psychic shit around the
Yeah.
same time.
All right, we'll go with that. You take 1 harm.
So
Oh,
the
psychic
driver
feedback
and the
happen?
van are both damaged.
Yeah.
We just bashed 2 psychic microphones against each other.
Yeah, feedback.
That's exactly what happens. And you, the tire pops, and you hit a pole. The rest of you are jostled. But yeah, you bang your head. So the cops have stopped and are. You need to get out. Are you criminals? You're all under arrest. Actually, yeah, you're criminals. They assume you're looters, I guess. Yeah, that's probably why they would be really interested in stopping you. Yeah. So, what are you going to do, Hikari or Robert?
I will pick myself back up, just brushing the robes off. Hands up. Is it just 1 officer, or is there 2?
There are 2.
Okay. Officers, I can assure you that we are not looters. That's like, but we cannot evacuate at this time, as we need to bring our friend to. It's like a friend here for a very important errand. If you would let us pass, we will evacuate as soon as we possibly can. But he is in our protection at this moment.
All right, that sounds like charm. Manipulate
Oh,
someone.
by the way, Ross,
I'm using my soothe to kind of get there, but yes, I will charm on that. So,
yeah. Well, they're not. I mean, it'll block their panicking or angry, but they still have a duty to do their job. So they're just like they feel fine. They're still gonna do it.
no,
so Ross,
Yeah.
in that case, if this doesn't work, is there like a manhole cover nearby?
There's always
you're
a manhole
in the
cover
street.
nearby.
You're in the street.
Okay, so
8. So
Isn't he obviously a robot?
Yeah, he is.
I imagine like I have like an overcoat on. And,
Oh, you doing the Ninja Turtle?
Ben Grimm.
oh god, the mask. Okay. But I got an 8.
long raincoat, actually.
Let's see here. They say they will let you go, but if you, who are you with? Are you, whoa, is that a robot? Are you with G-Force?
No, we are not.
Okay, well then you need to come to the station.
So, but but I can assure you that we are here to help.
They don't believe you. We need to go. We'll need to take you. We need to evacuate you out of Tokyo.
So I will do well unless he wants to do that. I will.
No, you already acted. So
Okay, so
Robert can do something. What are you going to do, Robert?
It.
In this case, there's a manhole cover nearby.
Sure.
Just kind of like stomp on it, kick it up into my hand, and I'll just hurl it directly at their cop car.
just into that engine block.
Not hit them, but intimidate them.
Okay. Yeah. You can roll weird for that, I guess.
Alrighty.
Do it, Tom.
Oh yeah.
Do something that is beyond human limitation. That sure
Cave
is.
in the
Humans
hood
are
and crack the
terrible
radiator
at-
open.
Yeah, humans are terrible at hurling things into cop cars.
Yeah.
They need to get better at it.
Yes, and soon.
All right. So I will say, problematic side effect. All right. Actually, you do that, and it scares them. But you need to get in now. They're calling for backup on their radio, so they stop. They both run like hell. But you all need to get to the Yanasawa headquarters and get inside as soon as you can.
Just like
no dilly dally. Yeah.
Call me, get back in, like drive.
Yeah. It's damage. When you wreck their car, you're gonna have to hoof it or steal a car. There are some other cars on the street.
Oh no, it's cool. I can. Yeah, no, I can totally jack a car.
All right.
There's lots of cars around. Let's just go around the corner and procure a car.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So, what are you doing to get a car, Francis?
Could I do the same thing I did with the boat? Use the robot, robot multi-tool to hotwire one.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah, all right. That works for me.
Yeah, plenty useful. Yeah.
Roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a bad influence. That's my contribution.
Basically.
Fuck you! God damn it!
I hotwire the shit out of that car.
You sure do. So you all managed to get to Yanasawa headquarters very quickly. Rin tells you, my friend Dr. Sazama. Let's see, Sazama is his first name. I call him Sazama. That's his first name. Sazamba Ota. He is. He said to go through this side door, and I have the key for. Well, it's actually a loading dock. We just hope it in there, and he'd meet us in there.
Did I tell you guys that the Yanasawa has a private military company, or did I just dream that I told you that?
You may have told us in a dream.
Okay, you guys got to dream listen better then, because I feel like you should have already known this.
It doesn't change what we have to do.
I'm just trying to be, I'm checking reality. That's an important thing that I think a doctor told me or will tell me at some point.
All right. So, I assume you're all following him in the into the loading dock. It is dark in there, but he's like, we need to get in before the other cops find us. They were bank robbers that robbed a bank the last time Godzilla attacked, and it was very embarrassing for the police.
You don't have to panic. Panicking is for later. You
all right, so he
closed, and then you can panic.
Yeah, he closes the loading dock behind you, and then lights come on, and you look like you're in a tunnel that has no exit, and the locking door
hell is other
locking
people.
dock door behind you locks. It locks behind you, and you see these little holes, and gun barrels come out of the little holes, and you hear a PA voices. I'm sorry, Ren. I know about G-Force. They can't be allowed to find the truth, and then they start firing.
No.
Sazama betrayed his friend to kill you all. There's basically 4 little murder holes, and they're just all firing submachine guns at you. So you're in a little death trap kind of ambush situation. So you're all going to need to do something to not die. So
Okay, I have an idea.
Mhm.
So, who can shield? Who has the ability? Well, I guess in this case, probably us thinking. Robert. How tough can you shield? So with your robot form.
Oh, Robert? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm made of metal, but I don't have a energy shield. I don't have a shield or anything.
Well, I mean, like, could you physically block those if we were all on the ground? So.
No, he only has 1 armor, so
Okay.
He will take damage from shit.
Okay, so
So-
if there's anybody else I could shield from this, I could think that Francis could possibly read. Read Ren's mind, feed that information to me for a location.
Oh,
outside
I'll
of
read
it.
them something because
And
I'm
I
going to read them the fucking riot act.
Well,
Why are you
that-
reading Ren's mind? He's with you. He's on your side. He was.
Tell him I already
no,
read it myself.
Well, so he could basically, so we could get an image of where I could teleport outside of this room,
I'm
and then use my
okay.
arrows to get out there.
I'm
Okay.
going to
Good.
big whammy the people who are firing guns at us.
All right, so yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah.
Francis, go ahead and roll kick some ass. That is tough usually, unless you have a special.
Yeah, it's no, it's plus weird because I'm big whammying.
Okay.
no whammies,
that's
no whammies.
+2.
If this doesn't take care of it entirely, I will try to call on some gun jams or
All right, yeah.
magazine explosions.
2 harm. Ignore
Ah.
armor. Good, because they do have 1 armor because they are
10, motherfucker.
All right, so
I just as soon as the gunfire opens up, Francis just like screams and then is suddenly not screaming in that weird like Akira kind of all the noise drops from the soundtrack way,
Oh boy.
and then something happens.
so on a 10 plus, you get to choose 1 extra effect. Now, the way kick ass works is you will take damage as well.
Oh yeah.
Now you can choose to take less damage, or you can do to inflict more damage. They have 4 health to begin with. You're inflicting 2. They do have 1 armor, but you're ignoring that. So you kill it. Basically, these 4 guys, each one has 1 health.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do more damage to them.
all right. So you inflict 3 harm on them, killing 3 of them. There's only 1 left. You take 2 damage. So mark down 2 harm.
Awesome. I am 1 away from becoming unstable.
Yep. Gunshots suck.
Yeah.
You could have just taken less harm, but no, it's fine.
That's not what Francis would do.
Okay, well, that's all right. Let's see here. Who wants to attack next?
I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah. So Solphe just sort of reflexively throws his hand out towards the gun that's firing at him as though that'll help, but it might help.
You jinxing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I typed it, but
No. It has begun.
Oh no.
There it is.
hey.
Oh, everything's coming up psychics.
Good
Yep.
God.
So I will spend 1 of my 2 hull to inflict 1 harm on the target due to an accident. So the magazine's going to explode.
Yeah. That'll kill the last guy.
And I think that the target will also lose something that I will soon find. Since I got 2, like somehow there's going to be something helpful out of this situation.
Okay. I would say, all right, so I'll say a hole in the wall. The magazine causes a grenade to also detonate that one of the mercenaries is having, and so there's a convenient exit that you can see
Heck yeah.
out of your death trap. And because I was jinxed, you don't have to take any damage. If you had failed that roll, it would have been really bad. Because I would have been able to use 2 things against you. Ambush over. However, actually, no. They do fire some bullets. Is anyone going to protect Ren from being shot?
I will.
I will.
All right.
Both of us can, I guess, then.
Yeah,
they
you
do
both
the
can.
awkward hallway thing while he just gets shot in between
So-
them.
Yeah.
All right.
Creating a shield out of Mothra dust. So.
All right. So that is protect someone. That is 2 damage. By default, if you roll a 10, you can take less.
Okay. And that'll just be through. Yeah, I'll put myself in the way, so I will roll on my toughness. So.
Yep. That is how that works. No,
So-
you only rolled 1d6, so that is probably the reason
Oh,
why you-
okay.
I'll try that again. So, well,
just roll one more die. Just roll it again. Just roll 1d6.
Yeah.
about that.
Hey,
There we go.
11. Yeah.
Oh,
just
11.
Nice.
All right, you can choose to take less harm. You don't need to do anything else. So you take 1 point of damage, and if you have armor, you take nothing. I think Divine does have armor.
Yes, it does have design armor. So, yep, it's the Mothra coat, the cloak.
Yep.
So, nothing.
Yep. So, yeah, very good. You saved Ren's life. And you're in the bottom floor of the Yanasawa headquarters as the building locks down. Security lockdown. And also, I'm starting a new clock. You're at 1 out of 12 before something fun happens.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is it clowns? I bet it's clowns.
No. You all do hear a roar coming from outside. A very famous roar.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Which we cannot use, probably for copyright reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. So Godzilla is definitely close. But the building, he's probably not heading directly in the path of your building. He's probably heading alongside of it so he can get to Malum. So, yeah.
I do have a quick question too. Just the idea that I had. The Angel Wings ability says that it can go anywhere where I visited before or to a person I know well. Would it be still okay to try to use the psychic image from Ren to try to bypass that?
He doesn't know where Sazama is now. Well, wait, no, he says a person he knows well.
A person you know well, so I know that probably wouldn't there. But as long as he maybe gives me a room or someplace familiar in the building to get us out of here. If I could have one of the psychics project that into my mind and then use that to teleport us out.
I would say no. That
Okay.
would shortcut the adventure too much.
Okay, that's fine. So
yeah.
then I just want to see about getting it on the other side of that door, maybe. So.
No. The jinx caused a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I hit some explosives that one of the mercenaries had, so there's a nice big exit now.
Oh,
yeah.
A little smoky, but plenty good.
So all of you get out. Rin explains very quickly. Sazama is probably with Dr. Omori. They are there's an executive. The problem is the R&D center is in a underground bunker in sub basement 2. It's the only key card that can open it up is at the CEO's office in the penthouse executive suite.
So we
now
gotta go up to go down.
Yes.
Get up, get down.
There is an executive elevator in the main lobby that will go straight up to that if you can hack it, but you can't hack the vault. Or at least I don't think you can. But the executive elevator should be able to go. But you find a door. Well, there's a locked door, but we don't have to bother. Robert can just punch it open. He is big, strong robot man.
Fist goes through door.
Door go brr.
Any of you guys have any aspirin? I think my head hurts.
I remember headaches.
So again, your clock is at 1 out of 12 as of right now.
One of your guys' head hurts. I don't like it.
If you want to, I can see if I can help with that.
I do like Mothra music. Can you play me some Mothra music?
So you head into the main lobby of the Yanasawa headquarters. Very, very large first lobby. Very tall ceiling. Very large security station.
Even.
Yeah. However, there are a group of about a half a dozen office workers huddled there, talking amongst themselves, trying to. The doors apparently they were stragglers, and they realize that they can't get out. They're trapped in the building, and then they see the four. You all four just kind of stroll in there, and no one mentioned being stealthy or anything. So they all kind of freeze. Is like, are you? One of them, a woman, is like, are you here to rescue us?
Yes.
So
the lockdown is triggered, and this area is due to the high priority and the likelihood of a potential Godzilla strike. We need to clear this area out. So if you follow this back, you should be able to reach a safer enclosed space
I recommend
than
you
this
do
whole
so
open,
immediately.
ostentatious area with all the dangerous things that could shard if struck.
But I would
Roll and
def-
charm.
I would definitely
Roll
leave now.
charm.
Okay, sure, go for it.
oh no.
'Cause I forgot I was psychic.
How did you forget that?
It's stressful time. It's a stressful time right
I
now.
have a headache. Or you do. I'm not sure. 8.
All right. Are you with the government? You have your own robot with you? Oh wow, great, cool design. Several of them go over. Start.
Is this really the? Do you not feel the Godzilla shakings?
So
Oh yeah.
I'll walk over there and say, friends. It's like, although my friend is impressive here. We are trying to help. And and your evacuation is still needed in order to survive, for not just for your good, but for your families as well. Please follow the exit. The police will be out there waiting for you.
That might be true.
Really far truer than you're even letting on.
Well, the thing is, you guys know that there is no way out of this building because you were locked in there.
Well, yeah, but
the tunnel, though.
I'm directing. I give them directions back to the tunnel. I know it's a dead end, but like maybe we can help punch that open on the way out and help those people.
Okay, yeah. So they'll be freaked out when they see the corpses of the blown up mercenaries. But other than that,
Look,
they'll
not
be fine.
all of them.
No, you have a point. Tell them like, oh yeah, there's going to be some dead bodies on the route.
Nope.
Oh, well, dead bodies. What?
We don't know about that.
Oh,
So we have no reason to mention it because we don't
Is
know.
your robot malfunctioning?
It's like it's fine. Like, it's fine. They're just dead.
Murder mode activated. What?
Okay. We'll go now.
Stay safe, and remember, they're just corpses. They're fine. They can't hurt you.
All right. Great job there.
Yes, very comforting.
So Robert,
I don't do comforting.
yeah, weird.
I look over itself, and corpses definitely can hurt people.
Well, I didn't want to tell them that. That might freak them out.
Oh, okay.
So, Robert, you can roll weird to hack the executive elevator.
Oh yeah, let's hack the shit out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And I'll try to actually enter it correctly this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Oh my!
That's a powerful computer system.
Well, do you want to spend a point of luck?
I will.
Yeah, this one seems probably
This is worthwhile.
Yeah.
All right. So you succeed. You think you fuck it up, but you don't. But you realize to enable personal access to it requires biometric data you don't have. However, there is investor reception mode, which will grant access to the top floor. Although it's not fully documented in the system that you're able to access. So, but it apparently will take the elevator to the top floor.
Thanks, capitalism.
I'll just say like this: like we can go to the top, but I have no idea what this means.
Put in their credit card information. It's fine.
No, so you access that mode, you turn it on, and the elevator doors don't open. So you're like, wait, what? And then you all hear, and a humanoid robot, disturbingly similar to your own design, although more sleek and ergonomic in design. Very corporate,
more pleasing to the eye.
Yeah. Like there's some.
Don't listen to them, Robert. Like utilitarianism can be hot as hell. You're fine.
I imagine my design's probably brutalist.
Yeah. Well, it's like yours is all stripped down with
everybody loves exposed hydraulics. Anyone who says otherwise,
exactly.
Fucking
you're more exposed and like work in progress, kind of jury rigged. It's got paneling to like hide all that. It looks very, very Apple-esque design, we'll say. And it says, "Hello, I am Craigbot. I am here to provide investors with a tour of the Yanasawa headquarters. May I get your name and what company you are with and your job title? It looks to you, Hikari.
Huh? Yes. I use my psychic my sight to try and scrape some fucking astral detritus to answer this question correctly.
You don't have to roll. You can just give it a name and a company. But you can roll if you want to have me make it up for you.
Oh, then definitely.
Okay.
Because it's great when Ross makes things up.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 2d6 plus 1. 8.
8. All right.
Living in the 8s today, by and large.
Sure, I'm gonna go fucking really. You are Chris Redfield with the Umbrella Corporation.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Well, we're dead.
Yeah, that's the first name that comes to mind.
Ooh, corpses can hurt people.
That sounds real. I use that.
All right, so Craigbot just literally spits out a name tag and just hands it to you. Please put that on.
Cool.
Actually, make noise like that. Does it make a noise like
my
that?
muscles look bigger?
Yeah. So it turns to Hikari next. What is your name and job title at your company?
Oh, Lisa Hansen.
Lisa Hansen?
So,
Starburst. I'd say psychically.
Head entomologist.
At what company?
Starbursts.
Starbursting.
Starbursting. Oh, very good. Zzz. Here you go. Please put this on.
Fruity and delicious.
Solphe turns to you next. Hello. What is your name, job title, and company?
John Hammond, CEO, Jurassic Park Industries.
God damn it.
Oh.
Intech.
All right.
Too late.
Here you go. And then are you also an investor at this? You appear to have some prosthetic work, or are you a piece of office machinery?
Wait, is it not?
It's turning to Robert.
No, I know, but it's like, is it not considered rude by your social programming to just describe people's prosthetics?
It is. I am still in prototyping.
You might want to make a bug report about that, dude. That's not
bug
okay.
report noted. I still need data for the bug report. Are you? Yeah.
It's like Robbot 9 office assistance robot.
You are a robot.
It's an executive assistant robot.
Executive assistant. What company builds you?
Red Dwarf.
Actually, I'll just oh yeah. Actually, no.
Umbrella.
I think in my head. Oh yeah, Umbrella would come up with this kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You must be working with Mr. Redfield.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd like to affirmative.
Okay.
We do not say yes. We say affirmative.
All right.
Yes,
Well,
I mean,
it opens up the
affirmative.
elevator and says, "Please come this way." All right. So you're at 2 out of 12 on your clock. And you start heading up. And then it stops about a third of the way up. It says, we will now have a tour of the clerical offices. So it starts talking and explaining about how efficient their office, clerical system is, and how efficient their bureaucracy is, all that other stuff. And they have the Office of the Future, and they'll have other Craigbot assistants.
We're in such a hurry.
Yep. Godzilla, boom! You can hear the atomic breath being released at something. Fighter jets. Artillery booms in the distance.
I hope none of us wanted to have any kids.
I don't know. It seems, I don't know, Craigbot. It seems a lot like this office space is not meant for the kind of collaborative work that these people would need to be doing. I feel like maybe they're too isolated from each other to really put forward the kind of innovation your company's supposed to be doing.
Oh, that is interesting feedback. I will tell CEO Kanda Tamura about this. Or you can make the note at the presentation for our project, Heavenly Jeweled Spear, at the when we get to the reception.
Yeah, okay.
So that takes up another time unit.
Motherfucker.
Francis is just going along. He's got a headache. He doesn't want to think thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. So we will
Death
continue.
by corporate presentation was not on my bingo card for today.
So it goes up.
If there's anything more symbolic of entropy, it would be this. I'd be fucking happy.
Yeah.
You continue on your tour. So you go up another 5 floors, and it shows you another section of the office. So you're now at 4 out of 12. And he says, "Oh, that is interesting. There is a biological anomaly."
Would describe a biological anomaly, Mr. Craigbot.
Yes. It appears to be mobile. Moving.
That just means moving. Yeah, okay, good.
Towards us. Towards our position.
Oh, we should probably speed up the skip ahead in the tour to...
Analyzing. Still in analysis mode. Legs disabled for analysis.
Now recording.
A bug report file.
I could just pick it up and carry it.
So
yeah, let's just.
It appears to be, a subject from our containment unit in Subbasement 1. It appears to have escaped again.
Oh, that's one of those things. If you had people working in a more distributed, non-hierarchical way, they could brainstorm things like this ahead of time instead of always playing catch up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I am going to tune in to this creature that's been released and try to learn something about it before it eats our faces.
All right. Yeah. Is that one of your
it's one of my spooky powers.
Okay.
So I'm, depending on what happens here, it might be very, very funny. Either useful or funny. There's only 2 possibilities. Okay. In 8, I hold 1 and I can spend them on something and get a +1 ongoing while acting on the answers to this.
Mm-hmm.
What is the creature planning to do? And as long as I am acting on preempting that knowledge, I can get a bonus.
It wants to give hugs.
It is planning to attack and kill Ren. Who's still with you.
So yes, Solphe goes very quiet and still for a moment, and then places a distinctly non-comforting hand on Ren's shoulder and says, "I'm afraid that this creature is seeking you specifically."
Hikari, do you want to soothe Ren?
Yeah, I was about to say, just put my hand on shoulder. We are with you. We will do our best to protect you, but we need to remain
have at
calm.
least 3 headaches.
All right, are you gonna?
You'll have someone to take them out on soon enough.
It's not always about
26
you and your headaches.
25 meters, 24 meters, 23, 22.
So
21.
That puts it inside the room. What's happening?
Mr. Rail, can you provide a bulwark, please?
What's it? Who? What?
Sorry,
Yeah, I don't think he can do that anymore. I don't think he has a special move for that. I mean, anyone can protect someone else.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has like a
I was just putting it in terms of being the large robot and having it in front, like Mr. Marco.
Giant sword comes out from hidden compartment in the back.
All right. Yep. Yeah.
It's like,
so Solphe is going to use the fact that he knows that it's trying to get Ren for an advantage. The way that's going to work is I'm using Ren as bait.
Okay.
Just the places I position myself or where it would be advantageous because I know where the monster's attention will be.
All right, sure. You can basically let Ren take an attack for you. He's definitely not going to resist. So
Well, I just mean I get the +1 ongoing while acting on the knowledge that I gain from the monster. So that's like, I know that if like I put myself in a position where if it faces Ren, it's facing away from me, it's going to be more likely to not.
He's not
know
using
what's
Ren
going on.
as a shield. He's using Ren using knowledge that it's after Ren to
As a lure,
strategically
yeah.
stage things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to ambush it before it attacks Ren.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I've got I earned the +1 on the tune.
Yeah.
So
All right. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. So you can all just wait for it to get up there. So that's what you're doing. Robert, you have your sword out. You're waiting for it. Just and let's see here. So the other two of you, are you going to be doing anything elaborate, or are you just going to be waiting for it to attack it the instant it appears?
Ready to get action to beat ass.
Same here. So I'm starting to summon the. That's like bring out the fairy Mothra, readying it for an attack.
Okay, Francis. Anything else? Or you are also waiting for the ambush?
I'm gonna hide behind Craigbot because I'm really like, I'm kind of hurting and no one cares because all of these people are secretly working against me, and it's becoming very clear that that's the case. Because that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. So it bursts through the floor. It is a mutated sea louse that has been spliced with jellyfish, mutant jellyfish tentacles.
Why
flesh.
is it always jellyfish with these people?
Well, they had really good success splicing jellyfish.
They got a good deal on
cells. Yeah.
They kind of got themselves into a hole on branding.
Also, see the mutant sea louse mutated by Godzilla's blood was in Godzilla 1985.
Yep,
so,
sure was.
Although this one is bigger
Subject
and
of a weird jump scare.
So, it's going straight for Ren, but it'll fuck up. It has tentacles, so it has reach. So it'll fuck up anybody not with a range weapon. Robert, it will definitely hurt you it'd have a chance of hurting you if it attacks. So it has venom on it on the tentacles, which won't matter for Robert, but it will certainly matter for the rest of you if it hits you. Let's see here. Solphe, you can act first. You could try and jinx it.
As I was preparing, I took a knife, made a little cut on my finger, and drew a 7-pointed star on my opposite palm. And when it comes up and charges for Ren, I'm going to slap my palm down on the ground and attempt to make the floor collapse under it.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do my weird +1 for the tune-in. 14.
Damn. All right. So that's
a big old jinx. I'm going to cause it 1 harm and interfere with it with the 2 points.
That is.
So, like, you're going to cause it a point of harm and like have a bunch of stuff collapse on it. Like
it does have a point of armor. So, and that's not 1 harm. Ignore armor. So the armor absorbs that. However, it does collapse in the floor, so will not be able to hurt Ren this turn. People with ranged weapons can still attack it though. With that, and you get a free shot. Let's see here. Hikari, you could send your fairy Mothra after it.
Okay. Although the 5 people died says it was close magic too, would you consider that?
Yeah, close range.
Close is like a non-rifle gun.
Yeah, pistol or shotgun, like in the same. Yeah.
All right, so I'll do that too. Are we considering that tough or weird?
It's still tough. Like it's tough unless you have a specific move that lets you use something else.
Nope. Okay, then I will be using. I will use it to attack.
Like the monstrous has a specific thing that lets him use weird instead of tough.
Which is what I got.
6. So
6. That is a fail. So it did not. The fairy Mothra shoots out. Unfortunately, did not anticipate the floor collapsing. So just fall. So just. I choose you, fairy Mothra. Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Come back.
Yep.
Butterfree, no.
Let's see here, Francis. You could certainly put the big whammy on him.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, Robert, do you want to make your attack roll? No? Okay. Francis.
I really was enjoying the tour. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt a big whammy, which, since I'm on the edge of being harmed, or what is the thing? The unstable. It's great. It's good. It'll be fine. I'll be totally fine. All right. That is 2d6 plus 2. 9.
All right. Now you don't have to worry about getting harm yourself, because it's out. It can't hit you, and you do get to ignore armor, so you inflict 2 harm on it. So it has 4 left. It's a big boy. It's thick. So it has taken 2 damage though. So you wound it. What does it look like to us?
Well, no, he yells out the thing about I was enjoying the tour, and then like around the monster, there's a bunch of flickers of like weird, almost Hello Kitty-ish, like cartoony drawings of Francis and Craigbot, or like in like Hello Kitty style, sort of skipping through an office environment together until they all sort of melt into a very harsh light that slashes across the creature.
Okay, I like that.
Francis is not like super good day to day.
But when you're fighting a mutant sea louse, you kind of need a Francis on your side. All right, we'll say Robert is sort of stunned. He's like, "Oh, well, okay, I guess."
I'm back.
Okay,
He's back.
all right,
Yay.
Robert. The creature fell down a hole that was suddenly caused. So you
Robert
could
finishes
dive
his
in after
reboot
it.
right in time.
Yeah. I guess you could pick up some office furniture and throw it at it. It's not going to be as effective, but it would be safer because you're not jumping in and one-on-one.
Killing the thing's not the point. Doing the mission is. So yeah, just like find like a big server or something and just drop it down the hole.
Okay. Yeah. Still, you have unholy strength, so roll that. That will inflict 1 harm in it after the armor with your unholy strength if you hit.
All right, hang on. 13.
Hey,
All right.
hey.
You get to inflict an additional harm on it. So it's taken 4 damage so far out of 6. So you've bought yourself some time. You all have basically 1 action. Rin is edging away from it, cowering away. I mean, he's not panicking. You did sue them, so but he is very scared. But you can do something. However, you no longer have line of sight on it as it fell down a dark hole. You can't really. There's a big cloud of dust in the air from the debris, so you don't have a free shot on it. So you could move back and let it reemerge, although it might just come up from under the floor again. Or you could chase after it, in which case you would be in harm's way because you're right on top of it. Or you could do something else, but you don't have line of sight on it. So,
yeah. Let's see. What dumbass thing do I want to do? Because now that I lashed out, I'm angry again. Yeah,
actually, I would say, Robert, you need to go in there because you're angry. So you could try and finish it off.
Plunging attack.
Oh yeah, hey, sword down, just dive in.
All right, so if you hit it, you'll kill it. But you will take some damage in return. You won't have to worry about the venom, though. All
right, kick some ass.
Yep.
I mean, how many people want to kick some ass?
I do.
Actually, one of you could assist him too.
I'll assist him since I was already pissed. How do I assist?
That's assist someone. That's actually an action. That's one of the base actions you can do.
I don't know if any of my psychic bullshit can help with that.
Can you hold it still?
Yeah, no, you can just shine a flashlight. Like it's roll plus cool. So, but you don't have to. He rolled a 7, which is enough. Now you will take 1 harm after your armor there Robert, as some whip tentacles slash at you, causing a lot of sparks, and you shake a little. But fortunately, you're immune to
sparks.
thanks to your immortal ability. You're immune to that. So that's good. And you have slain it, inflicting 3 harm on it. Very messy. Lots of sea louse mutant blood splattering all over the place.
It's a good thing I no longer have a sense of smell.
Yeah. So good job. This takes up another unit on your clock. Let's see here. So you're at 5.
I'm going to after looking at walk up and looking down the hole. I'm gonna walk back over to Craigbot, and I'm going to roll charm while saying, "Look, this has really put us behind on our timetable. Can we just have a look at the executive suite so we can get out of here? We need something to cheer us up. Otherwise, our investment motives are definitely going to degrade."
Craigbot is not a human. You cannot use charm on him without a special.
I'm jinxing him.
Okay.
I'm gonna cause him to malfunction and lose his imperative to do the corporate tour. Ooh. And break him into being, because he was designed in a corporate way. So if I break him, he'll become more helpful.
So you're going to jailbreak Craigbot.
Correct.
All right. You really don't want to fail this.
No, I don't. It's a 10.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Yes.
I'm interfering with its corporate tour, and it loses something that I will soon find. I'm going to go ahead and skin that as, he becomes more helpful.
Okay. That's fine. I
literally just kick him.
Yeah.
And a bunch of smoke comes out.
Hey.
All right. Reception. All right, that's all I can say now. Now recording.
I'm not excitedly.
Yeah. Now
the most dead stare at you.
So all of you pile in the elevator. It screams to the top, but it still takes some time. So you advance the clock one more. You're at 6 out of 12. And you're at the penthouse. And Craigbot breaks down. You'll not be able to use the elevator.
No.
Yeah. Probably I will let let's see here. Does anybody have any special ability to reading a bad situation?
Yes. Telepathy allows that.
Yeah.
Francis. Yeah, definitely. Well, then I guess all of you can roll read a bad situation, which is sharp.
Okay.
What's your sharp, Francis?
+1.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just roll to assist, because I'll sort of be like a hotspot. I'll amplify your psychic powers with my psychic powers.
All right. So should you roll first, or do you want me to go?
So I got a 6 to help. I wasn't really helpful, I guess.
All right.
Yep.
God.
Don't.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Awesome. You all fail.
Someone spend a luck.
I'll
how
spend
many luck do we have left?
I'll spend a luck.
Okay,
I'll
only Francis detects it. A second for 3 out 4 luck. You get 12, which is 3 whole 3. I assume. What are there any dangers we haven't noticed? I'll just say you should ask that question first.
Okay. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
There's a Black Ops Wetworks team in hidden concealment waiting for you to step out of the elevator so they can hose you down with armor-piercing assault.
That makes sense.
So it's another ambush. These guys aren't done. And you're boxed in at the elevator. So so you all hug the sides of the elevator. Can
I would like to actually send, since I retrieved the fairy Mothra first, send it through one of the other vents above that they could probably access through the elevator shaft, and then put them to sleep. Put them to sleep with the Mothra dust.
Unfortunately, you cannot do that because you were not. Francis basically tells you, this happens very quickly. Like, oh shit, don't go out. And
okay. There's guys who
Yeah,
are gonna shoot
you
us.
failed your read a bad situation. You weren't aware of the threat.
You get a couple more things, don't you, on that?
Yeah, you can ask 2 more questions there, Francis.
Oh, well, what's the best way in and what's the best way out?
Best way in is not through there. But yeah, actually, if you go through the roof of the elevator and then use Robert's monstrous strength, you can punch a hole in the wall, and you can actually climb all the way to the roof and then work your way back down. In a more so you need to get out of the elevator.
Pillbox way.
Yeah, unless you don't want to be in the kill box. The best way out, though, is you realize this elevator is not going to be usable to go down. Yeah. But there's probably, you sense that there's a helicopter on the roof somehow. Awesome. You can use that to get down very quickly.
Okay. Robert, get us a roof exit. We're going up and then down.
Punch through the roof.
All right.
Everybody up and out now. Go now.
All right, so you can use your monstrous strength there. So roll plus tough. All right, so that's good enough for you to make an exit, but everyone else will have to act under pressure. However, of course, Hikari, since you can see this place, you can just teleport up there with your cute little Mothra wings. So you can use that.
I can try to take somebody else with me. So
if you do it by yourself, you don't have to roll. If you take someone else, you'll have to roll plus weird, and you can fail.
Okay.
Well,
part of that is at least getting Ren out is the concern. So,
you need to do that if you want to. Yeah, Ren's fucked if you don't do that.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to. I will take him with me. So,
all right, go ahead and roll that.
All right.
And this basically is a path that'll get you all the way to the roof.
So,
okay.
Yeah, if everybody's okay with it, I'm going to spend 1 more of our luck just because I want him up there. I think that's
that's probably fair.
All right, so your luck is down to 3. And Francis and Solphe
have to climb out.
Yep, that is cool, unless you have some telekinesis thing or something.
I don't believe I do. No. Okay. No. Which is just a straight roll for me.
Me too.
I think we picked the exact same stats.
Probably.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so I'm fucked.
You're stuck in the. So as we're starting combat, you're stuck in the kill box.
Oh God.
Solphe, you're not. Unless you can try and spend your first action of combat trying to help him out. I
think I will. I'll see if I can.
Okay, so we're starting combat now. So Hikari and Rin are on the roof. You can see Godzilla. He's about 10 blocks away that way, facing towards Malum. The sky lights up very briefly as he fires his atomic breath, and Malum goes down in its shower of sparks. But then a whip tentacle hits Godzilla in the face. So he goes down. There goes another office building, not really close. The building, it's actually got really good stabilizers. You barely feel the shockwaves.
I mean, they've had a lot of practice re-engineering this city for kaiju battles.
Yeah, kaiju earthquake preparation drills. Come on.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to get into the office, I could say you could roll weird to fly in through the windows very dramatically.
Okay.
Yeah, and get
absolutely.
surprised with them.
Yep.
And if you do that, if you roll a 10 or above, you will basically distract the Wetworks team, so they won't be able to shoot at anybody this round.
Oh, actually, I was also going to work a distraction attempt.
Okay. We're doing this, one thing at a time. So, Francis, you can go first.
Yeah, then if it works,
I was going to use my psychic manipulate someone ability to attempt to get one of them to yell out to the others that they're coming up through the floor.
Okay, so manipulate someone.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Then since these are people, you can do that.
Cool. So that would be, this is plus charm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13, motherfuckers.
Damn.
They're coming up through the floor.
All right. So, you paralyze.
Not only do they do what I want right now, they become my ally. So
wow.
they yell that, and then they start perceiving the other their team members as us coming up through the floor.
No, that's on advanced. That's a level up thing. So they do
okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So I mean, that's fair. That's not very well explained in that little handout.
Okay, I was just skimming it, so I missed. All I saw was 12+. But okay,
Yeah.
then they'll do it for the reason I gave them. So it's just they yell out.
They won't
They're
hurt anybody this round. They're going to be so confused. They're not going to be able to shoot at anybody. So
Excellent.
Hikari, you can still move in, but if you get a partial, you'll still be safe. So
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right, I will make my attempt.
Robert, I'm going to say you're basically on the stairwell. You basically punched a hole through the roof of the elevator, then punched a hole through the elevator shaft wall to climb into the stairwell. So, yeah. All right. So you fly in, break the window. It's very dramatic, and the wet works. The mercs are basically what the fuck's going on? They're extremely panicked right now.
So using the wings right now to kind of or the cloak edges to shield Ren before breaking through the well and kind of...
You left him on the roof. He's fine.
Okay,
You're going
okay,
back down to the penthouse to fight the mercs, I assume.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Robert, what do you want to do?
Well, do I need to do anything else to facilitate us getting further up?
Well, you're on the stairwell. No.
The penthouse is just below the roof, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it is. You're somewhere between the roof and the penthouse. You're basically on the stairwell on the way up to the roof. So you're not all the way there, but you could Kool-Aid man your way through a wall and tackle some of the Wetworks guys if you want.
I was kind of thinking to go to the roof and then crash through the roof and drop down.
I mean, yeah, basically one of this, half a dozen the other. Yeah. So go ahead and roll weird. Yeah, roll weird for your kick-ass.
Here it comes.
And thanks to Francis, the mercs.
Literally nobody is looking at where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do some shit.
Yeah, that is.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you want to do that for plus harm, so yeah, yeah,
just that scene from Ichi the Killer now.
Yeah, you're just punching dudes left and right or cutting them up with your sword. They are, yeah, I don't know how you could describe it, Robert.
Narrate that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, essentially it is the just jump, fall down through the roof.
Yeah.
Right into the middle of them, and it's very fast cut. Obviously, we can't linger on a shot for more than half a second, or it's not actiony.
Yeah, basically.
Because, throw this guy, smash this guy in the sternum that shatters it. Sword goes through another one.
Nice. Yeah. So there's 2 left essentially. You killed 4 of the 6. Or disabled them. I mean, if you want to dramatically interrogate one of the heavily wounded / dying ones, that's fine. But there's still 2 left. Solphe, what do you want to do?
Well, it worked pretty well with these heavily armed people last time to just try to make their weapons all backfire. So I think that's what I will do again. I have a feel for how the entropy works on this kind of weapon. So I'll draw on that familiarity and hopefully do okay here. I do exactly okay.
All right, so you disable the weapons of 1 more. There's only 1 guy left, but he is backed up. He has a full auto assault rifle, and he's just spraying and praying. So who's going to take him down and risk harm?
I'm going to do it because I am crazy, even though I'm on the edge of being real fucked up.
Yeah, this is 3 harm.
Good. Maybe it'll kill me and finally shut up the voices.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm going to big whammy this asshole.
Okay.
Actually, no. No, yeah, I am. I don't want to waste luck when we still need something, and I would definitely need luck if I tried that. So yeah, I'm just going to...
Well, you can roll the hit, and then if you hit, you can spend the luck to avoid all harm.
We'll see. We'll see how the dice go. So 2d6 plus My weird is 2. Okay. 12.
Damn.
All right.
Get out! Just he's blasted out the window by a psychic shockwave.
Unfortunately, kick-ass means you still take harm. You will take. You can take 1 less harm, but that's 2 harm.
That's fine.
All right. So you were hit heroically in the shoulder.
No, I'm pretty well. I'm bleeding from the skin of my head now, just sweating blood because
that's not good.
Because I am unstable and 2 away from dying.
Okay,
Oh,
you're at 5 out of 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are we?
I told you I had a headache.
Do we still
Nobody listened.
Yeah.
Is that the last of the?
Yeah, that's the last of the Wet Works team.
Okay, then I will actually go over to him.
By the way, when he yells that, he's yelling it. He's gone up to the window and is yelling it at the falling
guy
corpse
who's falling.
of the guy he blasted.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Accusing that guy of not listening to him.
So, are you like John McClane in Die Hard with a Vengeance the whole time, just talking that you have a bad hangover and headache?
Yeah, but like in a less friendly way.
I'm gonna go up to Francis and say, just put my hand on his shoulder, like, then let's take care of that now, and I'll actually use lay on hands on him to try to heal.
All right, is that a specific divine thing?
That is a move for the divine. Yes.
I do enjoy Mothra music.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right. Let's see.
Man, Tom and I have done pretty good in these last few rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
damn it!
On your miss, your aura causes them extra harm unless you want to spend that luck.
I would. I know this only brings us down to 2, but honestly, I feel I don't want to do any more harm.
That would probably be good.
Yeah. So
All
look
right.
around like, your physiology as a psychic is not.
Yeah,
you.
The fairy Mothra comes out and sprays some Mothra dust on him. Yeah. So yeah, you heal that 2 harm back. You're stable again. So yeah. So that gunfight took 1 more on the clock. You're at 7.
What did we need here again?
There's the key card. Also, the screen comes down and it shows the face of the CEO, Kanda Tamaru. And he says, "Look, I don't know what you're doing, but you're working against us as a nation. This is our only way we can survive and prosper in the future. This technology is a part of it, but if you agree to help me, Dr. Omori has gone too far. He's locked me out of the lab. You must who are you? Tell G-Force that I am to be trusted. Yes, you will, won't you?
If you take us to the CEO so we can stop him."
No,
this is the CEO. Yeah,
talking about the doctor.
The doctor, though, if you can bring us to the doctor so we can actually stop his plans.
Here, I will call the Colonel Gendo. Tell them that it's not my fault. That it's the Dr. Omura did it all.
Really gonna need to get hands on Dr. Omura, or I'm going to use sight really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an investigation thing. And I'm going to ask the weird psychic spirits that float around my head sometimes where the CEO is broadcasting from.
Okay.
So that is what do I go off of? That's sharp, right?
Sharp, yeah.
Yeah, okay. R. Mm-hmm. I hate that there's not a keypad on my keyboard.
No.
10.
All right. Let's see here. Investigating mystery. You get 2 questions. So you can ask about, instead of a creature, you can ask about the project.
I was working a particular angle. I want to know specifically where the CEO is, because I'm going to use it to threaten him, and where I'm going to use the my 2 questions are: where's the CEO now, and where would the CEO go next if they tried to run?
He is in Fukuoka, a port city on the western coast of Japan, and he will go to Hong Kong to flee jurisdiction.
Okay,
not a bad choice.
In that case, I'm going to look in the screen and say, if you don't get us to the doctor right now and shut the fuck up about everything else, there is nowhere between Fukuoka and Hong Kong that you will be able to find safe haven before we pull anything that we might need to patch the holes that you've made in the world already out of your screaming near corpse.
All right, you don't even have to roll. That's pretty good.
By the way, I look over to dude.
I have a headache.
All right.
So that's what Francis says.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see here. Yeah, that works. He tells you where the key card is, and tells you how to open the lockbox on it. So yeah, you have it.
Okay, then I look at the screen and say, "Thank you. We'll be in touch. Don't run. It will hurt your odds."
Okay.
And then I look over at Robert and like kind of shrug at the screen.
All right. So, what's next? If you want to get back down, are you going to search this the CEO office there? Craigbot is there. Craigbot's been shot up a bit, and it's also glitched out. So, but you could Robert could try and jury rig it to get pump more information out of it if you wanted to, or
You should see if you should see if Craigbot can be our friend. We need more friends in these trying times, Robert.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Also, it hasn't come up yet but I've just been role playing it this way anyway. Francis has mood swings as one of his dark side tags.
Oh. Yeah. So Robert can be doing that. Everybody else can be searching the office as well if you want to, or somebody should probably go up to the helicopter and get it started if you want to, get down to the ground level really quickly.
I drove last time. Can somebody else drive this time? I have a headache.
I'll fly.
Yeah. Let's see
you're
here.
fixing Craigbot though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then, someone needs to do that.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can.
All right, that's act under pressure to start up the helicopter and get it going. Well, I mean, actually, you don't have to do it yet, not until everybody's on it.
Okay.
So, but you get it, going. Rin is in there with you.
Yeah, I'm just warming it up so that maybe not taking it an inch off the ground, but it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what are you trying to do primarily with Craigbot? To get it going and moving with you, or just get more information out of it?
Information.
Okay. What do you want to? You can figure out one thing from its database. What do you want to try and figure out?
I'd say, are there any like kind of dead man trigger, kind of things going on in case the building is compromised that we need to know about? I've seen too many movies where and then suddenly a building self-destruct starts activating.
No, the only final defense, Malum Prototype 1.
Oh, I don't like that. There's
I don't
already
like that
one
at all.
There's already one outside.
Yeah, that's Prototype 8. This is Prototype 1.
So yeah, we should probably get going.
It is in the building. In fact, apparently it is right outside the vault.
Oh,
of
good.
course it is.
Oh, good.
So that's something to deal with. He shuts down. But yeah, there's other let's see here. So that's what you were doing. Solphe is getting ready to pilot. Hikari, are you going to be doing anything?
Trying to think of anything else I can do here with what they have. Did they say that with the prototype that was out here? Where exactly is that? Is that actually in the building or?
Yeah, it's in the basement, sub-basement 2, right in front of the vault that you need to get into.
All right.
Like it's guarding the vault.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we can act as a distraction to try to get it out. So
you don't know what the layout of the sub-basement 2 is. You don't know.
Do we have? Are there feeds on there for video or stuff that?
That's something you could try and figure out right now. So why don't you? Let's see here.
Investigate a mystery.
Investigate a mystery. Yeah.
Okay. 8.
All right, you get to ask a question.
All right. So let's look and see.
Yeah.
So I will say, actually, what can this creature? Is this basically the same type of creature that we encountered before?
What sort of creature is it? Is that your question?
Yes. So.
All right. Yeah, you find a video. You mess around and you find a cabinet. You open it up and you see there's some video screens. A lot of them are offline, but there is one, and it looks like there is a, like the size, maybe 10 to 15 feet tall, exactly, walking around in a tile room outside of a big ass vault door. But yeah, humanoid. Well, kind of more thick, I guess, in terms of dimensions. But yeah, there is a Malum prototype in there. Whip tentacles, mechanical skeletal structure. Yeah, it is kind of patrolling around outside of it. It's just a big open area. There's a couple pillars and there's doors from the stairwell. There's a door from the stairwell. But that, and then there's a cargo elevator, but the cargo elevator has been locked and barred on its side, so that would be difficult to get in. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the kind of creature it is. Malum,
All
but
right.
smaller. But that's you. That all right. So, Francis, what were you doing while the others were all doing all this?
Yeah, I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna to consult the weird spirit powers again.
Okay.
Talk to my astral
Sure.
voices friends and see if they can direct me to anything useful in the room, because it's hard to pay attention to the room itself because my head hurts.
Yeah, fair.
Hashtag
mood.
Right, so that is sharp, so 2d6 plus 1. Damn!
Whoa.
I am making it rain with the 12s.
God.
All right. You can get more information about this Malum prototype if you want.
All right. Let's see. Well, what can hurt it? I mean, I know that I can psychic damage it, but does it have particular weaknesses?
Yes, it does. The dead scientist, who was murdered by Yanasawa to keep secrets, tells you.
Sorry, I'm gonna see if we can punish the shit out of him. He's already pissed himself. If that helps your mood.
There is a chemical formula. That will create a unique type of acid that will melt the flesh parts of it, and still be very. It'll kind of sting humans. It'll be like, touching like lemon juice.
Anyone who's in the room just sees Francis zoning out while one of his hands seems to move out on its own, like in an awkward direction away from his.
Actually, a piece of paper hits you in the face with the.
Yeah, like pick on it. I was gonna creepily automatic write it while.
No, the notes are here. They had the project printouts here. So it goes. Fine. It's this piece of paper out of the tens of thousands of pieces of paper fluttering about because there's a big open window.
So that's one. I get one other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go with. Is there anything else hidden down there? Like I'm just gonna steal the "what is being concealed here" question from the list.
What is being concealed here? Okay, yeah. The ghosts tell you that the scientists, Dr. Omori, other project has there's something that will there's some sort of other structure that is surrounding the entire building, built into its foundations, but the machinery is behind there. It's extremely advanced. It has nothing to do with Operation Heavenly Jewelry. Project Heavenly Jeweled Spirit.
So the crazy professors built some other thing into the suit, like the structure of the building that is that we don't know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Maybe that will be useful.
It would be very helpful if you can let Solphe know psychically, because he's up on the roof, that there is a monster. Because I can then tune into the monster and get advantages against it when we have to.
Well, you're going to be you have to be a little closer to do that.
Do I?
You're off the roof. You are the most up away from it that you can be.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, that's true.
So that takes everybody 8 for all this searching and getting the helicopter ready. But all of you can pile in, and Solphe, you can pile the group down to the ground.
What?
Hey,
what role is
Doctor.
That would be cool.
Is anyone cooler than me? Because I'm glad to switch seats.
I will say Rin will give you a free +1 on this roll.
Okay, all right, yeah, he'll give me some helpful advice.
Mm-hmm. He's your co-pilot.
Yep.
Rin is your co-pilot.
Hey!
Yeah.
Good thing he was.
Yeah,
we would have succeeded okay, but we succeed with no side effects.
So you take up the helicopter, you fly it up. Godzilla is knocked back, but you expertly pilot out of the way to avoid the flying debris. As Malum advances, it's an incredibly cinematic shot. It's like you're all in the helicopter glued, watching these two kaiju smash into each other,
desperately trying to keep it level.
Yeah, and so you can't just fly straight down. You have to fly sort of in a circle.
In a dramatic, descent ring around the building.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a thing going off. Just don't.
Yeah. But you manage to land the helicopter. It skids out. It definitely wrecks, but you're all unharmed and near the loading docks.
Hey, Ren. Do you know anything about synthesizing acids? Because this will apparently, I hold up my ghost paper that I got. This will apparently hurt the giant the prototype monster that's guarding where we're going.
Oh, there's a chemical lab only 10 levels above us. So Robert, you punch the loading dock door in because you big strong guy.
Because this is the white zone. It's for loading and unloading.
So you get back in. The office workers who you left earlier are like, "Oh, thank God!"
Don't you tell me which zones for stopping, which zones.
2 of them are dead, killed by the sea louse.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
but it wasn't. It wasn't the corpses, though. Go. Go and be safe.
That's true. We didn't lie.
Run away.
So yeah.
Don't work for evil corporations.
So getting down there and having that incredibly cinematic visual as flying it down took you back up to 9 out of 12. So you're on the ground floor, but the door to the sub basement 1 is right in front of you. But the chemical lab is 10 floors above you. Now. You did pass it on. Actually, no. You know what? I'll say it was on your tour. So, you've been there before, Hikari. You can teleport there.
Nice.
Yep. So
you can teleport there and then try and synthesize a chemical formula.
So I need somebody to explain this to me. But actually, I can take Ren with me.
Mm-hmm. He could do it.
Yep. So let's get it up.
All right. Roll weird. See how good your teleporting is.
Come on, dice roll powers. Activate. Power form
we'll
of
stay
Tom,
active.
Form
really.
of
We've
what
been
Tom would
rolling
roll.
incredibly well.
Yep.
Aaron's ratcheting up the tension.
Oh, Jesus.
Use it. Use the luck. Use the luck. We can't afford it.
Yeah, no, I will. I'm sorry, my rolls are just shit because this is
no snake eyes, please.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that would have been really funny though.
Well,
we made an acid that makes it stronger.
No, that was to teleport there. So
yeah, that was they were about to like merge into one horrible teleport monster.
You could have just teleported on the ground in front of Godzilla.
Philadelphia experiment time.
Yeah. No, you could just be like, "Oh no!" 20 harm, ignore harm.
Yeah.
And this is really gay, man. Good job.
So you're there. So Rin can assist you and give you +1 on sharp to make the thing. Or you can let him do it, but it'll take him longer because he'll be a safe guy.
I will go ahead and attempt to make it. So
yeah, you don't have time for goggles and safety equipment.
So
you gotta just sling some shit.
I will let my fairy Mothra.
Let Mothra guide
hands.
You. Yeah, trust it, Mothra.
Mothra, take the wheel.
This is science. It's literally science.
All right, so for this one, is this a weird roll?
No, it's sharp. It's literally sharp. You're literally making.
Oh God, no! All right,
chemicals. You get a +1 from Ren. He's helping you.
All right,
but if you get a partial, it'll be hilarious.
Damn it, Ross! You always say that.
I know because it's
when
true.
I'm rolling things.
Rolled snake eyes. Next is both 6s. Come on.
Basically, you're going to be neglecting safety standards, so OSHA's going to be real pissed at you.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine with this place.
This is a partial success. So
No, that is a failure.
That's a failure.
It's 7.
What that is.
So you fail. Use up time unit. You're at 10 out of 12 right now. Do you keep going?
We don't have really any other choice, do we? So,
In the meantime, I will try to learn about the monster at a distance.
Can you just get it away from the door so that we can try and get in there? Because I think that the crazy doctor maybe built armor into this building.
Well,
and
I can try. I can learn how to get its attention and lure it away.
Sure.
If you'd like.
It either built armor or the building will be destroyed, and at this point, I don't really care which.
Okay.
Roll
So
3,
Aaron,
so I want to know.
you can roll again.
yep.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But
There we go.
let's see here. All right. So Aaron, Hikari takes 1 harm, ignore armor as you were splashed with acid. As you're making it.
It's got that good spice to it.
When it rains, it pours. It's
Spicy
fine.
water.
This is actually a base in this time. Heyo.
Yeah. So you are quite alive though. So good job. And you make a big vat of it. Let's see here. Meanwhile, before you get you figuring out how you want to figure out what form you're going to make this chemical in, or like how you're going to transport it. You don't have to. That won't take any time. It's just like how do you want to deliver it. Let's see here. Solphe, tune in.
I will be peering into its secret heart and learning its deepest weaknesses. How can I attract its attention? First of all,
it's very obvious. It has multiple eyes and it can sense motion, vibrations. So either way, and that's it's been programmed to guard the vault entrance. So to kill anyone coming near the vault door.
Interesting. What does it regard as the biggest threat?
Godzilla.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's sort of an automaton.
Yeah. Wow. So there's not much. I don't know, I've got a third question, but I don't even know. Like, who is it going to attack next? Obvious. What is it planning to do? Obvious.
You can hold it right now.
We already know.
You can hold it right now and spend it when you want to. So, like, if you confuse it or something like that in combat,
Sure.
you can save that for later on. So,
the best I can think of is like making a big vibration close to the vault, like enough that it would think it's a potential threat and go after it, and then people could sneak in quiet.
So alien isolation noisemakers.
Yeah.
Basically.
So there's two.
I will pass that along to the group.
Yeah. So there's 2 entrances into the sub-basement 2. One is a stairwell. You go from sub-basement 1, which is a door, a normal sized door, and the other is the cargo elevator, which is from the loading docks. Unfortunately, it is chained shut. So it's like a big cage kind of elevator shaft down. It's very large, but you'd have to bust through some chains to get through. Which Robert could do, but that would take up a turn, and he would be vulnerable because basically that creature, it can hit anybody in that room. It has its tentacle. If it's in the middle of the room, which it will probably do, because it can basically see all around it because there's lots of little eyes on it.
There would be, wouldn't there? Just
Yep.
so many little eyes.
So many eyes. Hikari. What are you thinking? You could make this into one big vat of chemicals and dump it in there for a big hit, but if you miss, that vat is gone. Or you could make sprayers that are like shotguns but with ignore armor on it. 3 harm, ignore armor, close range, but that anyone can use as a weapon. But yeah.
Which is the larger one too. Could I do a longer what would be considered a longer involved ritual where
we don't have longer right now.
Well, I'm going to see how long this might take in there to that's like basically imbue the Mothra dust with this enough so it could spread it out.
You could use magic to juice it up even more.
Yeah, basically
Mothra dust is you just it's whatever your problem is. Rub Mothra dust on it to solve it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
So I want to basically view it so it could be it once I'm down there. It could fill
All
the
right.
area.
All right, but are you? You didn't answer my question. Are you putting this in? Well, first let's see how good your ritual is.
Yeah,
this will definitely take a time unit, regardless.
I mean, it sounds like it would be just a vat, but like because of the dust, it's trying to
an aerosol essentially.
Yeah.
So yes.
Well, no, like the sprayers will aerosol it.
Yeah.
It's just, do you
All
want
right. Partial.
Nope, that's a
No,
failure.
that's a fail.
God, I cannot roll with this system.
So you're at 11, and you're Godzilla's distracting you. So you're at 11 now on the clock. Do you try again, or are you going to teleport back down with the vat?
I guess we're just going to teleport with the vat too, because we really don't have time.
Jump the vat.
Give me weird.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Myth of short run predictability. Time for a good roll.
Down.
Yeah, that's how numbers work.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've used up all the shitty ones.
That's exactly right. Should be good now.
Finally.
All right, partial, which is funny. So yeah, you teleport in the lair. So yeah, you're kind of in its way. You don't quite manage. Either you are all separated or all you appear in the wrong place. So yeah, you and Rin are in sub basement too. So you don't really have time for a plan. You just need to go in there, or Hikari's going to get murdered. So I'll let you all choose which entrance, the stairwell or the cargo elevator. But
I can't really drop down an elevator shaft, so I'm probably thinking stairwell.
All right. So yeah, you all bust in through the stairwell. So yeah, it's combat with a big ass with them. Well, very small by Malum standards, but very big to you. Think like cargo loader from Aliens size. Yeah, that's a pretty good size. Big ass arms, lots of tentacles, biomechanically. Yeah, he's angry. He angry boy. He won't hurt you. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Man, that's shit, yo.
Yeah, it's not great.
Do we want to flip the acid tank then, or
so the acid tank? Yeah. You have Hikari has it. It's going to be not an attack to do it, like act under pressure. Some sort of special move would do it.
I will attempt to jinx this thing to make it easy to hit with this.
Okay,
that's what I'm going to do. Because if I do well enough, I might be able to both interfere with it and give a +1 forward to Hikari to get it done. So that's what I'm hoping for here. And I am going to, as I jinx it, act upon the tendencies that I know that it has toward guarding the different areas and sort of exist in as much of a blind spot as it has.
Okay.
Drat. I can't do both. So either I interfere with it or I give a +1 forward.
Probably giving someone a +1 forward is probably better.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will sort of distract it and confuse it enough that it is not as aware of what Hikari's doing.
So it has 12 health, 2 armor. Attack does 4 base, venom, close range, room range. So just to give you an idea of what its stats are, this will obviously ignore armor and do 8 health if you do some sort of stunt or something to get that on it. And you have a +1 thanks to Solphe.
Solphe's meddlesome entropy magic.
Yeah.
Can I also attempt to help out, or is that?
Yeah, you sure can.
Then I'm honestly just going to go and help steady like the vat thing to tip it over.
That is rolling cool.
Yep. Which is nothing but straight dice for me. Yay.
On a 7 through 9, you'll take half damage from the creature.
Oh, no.
I fail.
All right. I just say you're just kind of like you get in there and you're just
Yeah. Oh my shoulder hurts and my head hurts.
All right. Robert, do you want to try and actually Hikari, what are you gonna do?
All right. So that order's already gone off. So actually, could I use the Mothra's one since it's been tipped to basically grab a hold of it and fly it over? So basically,
To make an attack with your Mothra. Well, no, the fairy Mothra definitely cannot hold the vat. It's too heavy.
It's too big.
okay. Then I will actually just make a distraction on there, trying to attack the creature by using razor wing attacks, just having it fly around.
Can we just dump the acid?
Yeah. Well, Robert could do that with his unholy strength. He could,
Yeah, this is just a
chuck it with-
distraction.
Chuck
I
it.
see. I gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, go and make your attack there, Hikari. This is just kicking ass.
Don't get poisoned. It seems bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Can this? What the fuck is it with the bot tonight? I don't know.
You're cursed, and now
I mean,
you die.
you've just there. People have been rolling high. They've been rolling low. So
Yeah,
But it's just been me rolling low.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
pretty
know.
much.
that's right.
Yeah, you're actually you try to do something, but you're still too stunned from the teleportation. Yeah, you're bamboozled. You're very
Teleportation sickness.
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, teleportation sickness. There we go.
Yeah.
So Robert, you can run up, grab the vat, the bottle. It's basically like the size of a water cooler bottle full of acid, and just chuck it at that thing.
Oh hell yeah!
All right, roll weird since you have unholy strength. You get an additional +1 thanks to Solphe interfering. Basically, it's distracted.
14.
Fucking finally.
Now,
All right, so the vat smashes on the thing. It starts melting. There's a horrible mist, fog comes cloud of
I'm sure some amazing shrieking.
Malum smoke.
yeah.
Okay,
Now
Breathe
it's-
this.
it is still alive though. It is.
I'm
horribly
gonna
wounded,
fuck it up with brain hurts.
Okay, it is stunned this round, so you do get a free attack on it. But if you all miss, it's going to be very funny because it has 4 health and 2 armor. So
Look, fuck its armor. I don't care about it. I'm so like I don't like this.
oh yeah, you get
basement.
to ignore armor. Yeah, so
It
yeah.
smells weird in here, and it's stupid.
All right.
So what did your mood shift to childish now?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
This is all. It's all. I hurt my shoulder when I was ran over there and tripped, and it's my head
Gave
is
me an
hurt
owie and it's
all night.
It's
It's so mad.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll tough or weird, sorry.
Yeah,
Big man.
it is weird.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
I am looking at your playbooks to make sure I understand your ability.
7.
7, that's fine. Because it's stunned this round from the vat, it does no damage to return, so you do 2 armor to it, 2 damage to it, so it has 2 health left. So let's see here. Hikari, you can try again if you want.
Sure.
Wait, does your Mothra / ignore armor?
No, it's just a regular attack. I don't have smite on this. So
Yeah, but it has 3, so he'll do 1 damage to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, finally.
There we
And
go.
do additional plus damage, killing it with Mothra. Just rub some Mothra dust on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so angry that it basically
Ah,
folded
so
its wings into blades and sliced it.
Yeah, I tantrumed at it, which opened up its form, and then you just went in there with some goddamn Mothra murder right to its special weak spot.
Ren kind of gets.
Hey, I made it drop acid.
You did. That was awesome. I liked that, but it smells like battery rot in here. Can we go downstairs?
You are downstairs. You're the furthest downstairs, but you have the key card.
Yeah,
Ren hands it to Solphe. Let's. Do you think we'll be okay? Do you think we're not too late?
I think let's see if there's an armor thing or whatever that the crazy doctor installed, because I think there might be some sort of protective system because it's installed throughout the entire superstructure of the building, but the CEO doesn't know about it, so I don't know.
I will plug in the card. Let's see what happens.
Well, and that's when the clock hits 12. Yep, because fights take time. And dramatic license. So there is you all feel it. You don't see anything, but there's a powerful surge of energy as the vault opens up. And as you can all just feel it, the psychics especially.
My brain hairs are standing up. Is anyone else's brain hairs standing up?
Solphe, you actually oh god, no. You can sense this type of energy. You've seen this type of energy before. This is temporal manipulative energy. He's fucking with the timeline.
No.
Yep, he sure is. So
Bullshit like this is why I got sent here.
yep. So as the vault door slowly opens, you can all well, it's slowly opening. I mean, you could head back up to the lobby to see if anything's happening that you could see, or you could just wait for the vault door and just head in. But actually, the sounds of the battle above you have stopped entirely.
Oh, that's
Because
not
we're in like some sort of time bubble.
Time ring?
Yeah.
Time ring?
time
Yep.
ring.
Time ring.
Time ring.
Time ring. Let's see. I don't know. Hold on.
I got you.
Okay.
Time ring.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, do you just wait for the vault to open and head in, or are you gonna
While the vault is opening, I'm going to use the site to see what weird fucking talk to ghost energy psychic things. What's
All right, you don't
going
have
on?
to roll because it seems the universe has ceased to be, except for a bubble surrounding this building.
Oh, there aren't any ghost energy psychic buddies around. That's weird.
Nope, you're in a bubble that is the entire universe, or maybe the entire universe is being concealed from you because you're
Now
beyond.
you're in an architectural horror game. Tricked you all. Now the real game begins. Ah.
Yeah,
I think
it was ruined all along.
I think opening the door made all of the universe not for the moment, or maybe forever. I'm not sure about that last part.
A loudspeaker comes on. This is Dr. Omori. For the good of the human species, I apologize that you had to be here for your sacrifice. I tried to keep you out. I did not want you to be here, but it is too late. It has already been done. It is being done. It will always have been done.
It will haven't always have been. Come on, time travel tenses. Jesus, amateurs.
But I want to ensure that it works. Please do not interrupt my work. Stay where you are. Do not go in. I urge you. The specimens may have escaped.
They already have escaped.
I don't like specimens.
No. That was an intentional guardian. That was our first prototype of Malum. That was always meant to be there. No, there's a threat coming to Earth in the near future.
Is it the big rock? Because I thought Mothra was taking care of that.
No, a weapon that was used to kill Godzilla decades ago, mutated creatures. These creatures were nicknamed Destroya by the press. I took one for study.
It's not yours.
I realize that now.
Take things that aren't yours, man.
Well, it is loose in the lab. I am locked in here. I apologize, but it is too late for you. We will all soon be sacrificed to save humanity. Not just now, but for all time.
I already did that once, and I didn't much enjoy it then.
Well, you can just sit in there and see what happens, or you can head in.
We're going in because there aren't any ghosts out here. So
Yeah,
if
no,
I
we
have
need
to,
to
I'm gonna
stay-
fucking
No,
make one.
I at least need to know more about this before I sign on to this obviously very aggrandized scientist's plan to mess with time.
Yeah. So, let's see here. All right. So the lab itself is very large and expansive, but you can all read a bad situation if you want. Or
Craigbot, but instead this giant door killed all the ghosts.
actually, there's another Craigbot there. Hello, I am Craigbot 5.
Are you like the other Craigbot? I liked him.
Yes, I am like the other Craigbot.
Cool. Do you think the other Craigbot liked me?
Yes, we like all people
Awesome.
that are not enemies of the Anasawa Corporation. You are not a saboteur, are you?
I don't know. Isn't that a contextual question? Isn't everyone a saboteur from someone else's perspective?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
All right. That loops for a while. You can you can tune in. There's a Destroya. The horse-sized one. The alien knockoff one. So Solphe?
Do we lose? Oh, there we go.
I'm very worried about this. Is the doctor like magic? Well, not magically, but sciencely protected in any way from being messed with?
Brain
He's too
buckle.
far away. You don't know exactly where he is in the lab. Crap. Basically, like, you've opened up the main lab, but like he's in a smaller sub lab that is locked away. So, and Destroy is running rampant in the main lab. So you don't have to fight Destroy. You could sneak around it, or you could trap it. There is a containment unit for it.
Yeah, I am going to try to tune in to the Destroya prototype or specimen or whatever, and see if I can figure out how to trick it into like running into a containment unit or getting into a position where it can be knocked into it or something like that.
Sure.
Whoa.
Damn.
Success.
Yep.
So yeah, I've got hold 3. I will see how I can attract its attention.
Okay.
That'll be my first. And what it's
You've
planning
been
to do.
doing really good at tuning in.
Yeah. Food. It is looking for food. It is
Okay,
a
it's hungry. All right.
yeah. Any organic matter. It's not picky. Yeah. So that's your first question.
How do I attract its attention?
Yeah. I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Organic
it
matter.
will go for food. What is it? So I guess that's kind of what it's planning to do. What does it regard as a threat?
Probably people in lab coats with stun cattle prods.
That's probably what it's used to. All right. I'll pass this information on to the team, and
If
You haven't asked
most-
where it is right now.
oh, okay, sure. Where is it right now? I guess I get 3.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, it's right over there. So, with that information, you could actually, Amnesia, the Dark Descent / Aliens Isolation, sneak around it if you didn't want to have to fight it, or you could use the sneaking cool tact under pressure to set up a trap by putting food in its containment unit.
I will suggest that plan to the team and say that someone who's good at doing that should do that, and I can try to make it
I
easier
feel
for
like,
them.
Robert, you're not made out of meat, right?
It's true.
Are you? You're not. You don't have meat.
I do not know.
So it would be better for you to put the meat in the thing because it doesn't want to eat you. And you're not wearing a lab. Oh, you should take off your coat. It might confuse it for a lab coat. You should just take off your coat and put some meat in its enclosure, and then just let it go in there and lock it up. I think that sounds cool, right?
I think it would work right now. Although
Why not? Why not? Let's give it a try.
Though I do have a question: would the soothe ability possibly work on one of these creatures?
Nope. Works on
Nope.
people. Doesn't work on monsters.
Monsters don't want to be soothed.
Yep.
They want to
The game is very specific about that cut.
Okay.
Certainly it may be. I mean, in some circumstances for a human-like monster, like a vampire or something, that might
Right.
work. But this is not even remotely human. So,
Fair enough.
so where are you going to get your meat?
Oh yeah,
It's a great
Okay.
question.
Corpses.
There you go. Yep, there's corpses. You can go up and fetch them.
Oh yeah, I'll go
Hell
grab
yeah.
one. Be right
Yeah.
back.
Throwing some dead dudes.
Yep. All right. So you get a big.
Basically, I'm off to get some bodies. BRB.
Okay. How much are you taking? Just as much as you can carry?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just one over each shoulder is fine.
Just
Don't
a
don't
pile of dude
overspend.
parts. Like you do.
A Tuesday for me. Come on.
Okay. So, yeah, Robert.
Usually
you can
when
do
I
it
see
with a
this, it's-
single act under pressure, just roll cool. Other people can assist. However, you get a partial, you will put yourself in danger.
I will try to assist.
That is also cool.
Yep. I'll make an attempt to assist if we do.
All right.
I'm just
All
gonna keep. I'm still having a weird circular yes and no with.
Oh well,
Craig.
yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
it is
Succeeded.
mathematically better for me to jinx Destroya
Okay.
to give a +1 forward to the person.
All right, roll
something
that.
around it because it's just,
Don't roll a failure.
I'll try not to, but I might. Nope.
Nope.
12 again. Can't
All right.
not roll good.
All right,
I don't know what that is.
Roll cool, Tom, with an additional +2 bonus.
Yeah, you and Aaron are now rocking it out together. So
Oh,
Yeah, see,
finally.
Aaron can do well too.
Oh man, it's a real
So-
good thing we gave a
Oh.
bonus.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a partial success. So it will swipe at you after it gets in, and you're not quite quick enough to get out of the way of its claws. So you get hit for 4 harm. Razor sharp claws. Your armor takes 1, so you take 3 harm.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a big chunky hell crustacean after
Yeah,
all.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
if you watch Godzilla vs. Destroy, they fuck a lot of people up. So they can even swarm over Godzilla and put the hurt on them.
Close up that
No, it
enclosure.
doesn't. Not yet.
How much harm have you taken?
I haven't. This is the first time I've
This is the
taken.
first time he's been hit.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, good for you. Yeah, you have access to the lab now.
All right,
Dr. Omori is through a locked door, but actually Robert can just punch it through eventually. He can't really stop you. It takes you a bit.
Actually, can I be a dick? Because
I have a feeling you can.
I'm mad.
In what way?
Because I'm mad at this doctor, and I want to make him let us in.
Okay. Oh, telepathy?
And yeah, I'm gonna manipulate him.
All right. If you
into,
fail, though, he may do something erratic.
That's fine. I'm mad at him. And how many luck do we have left?
I think 1.
Just
I thought we had
I
2
will
left. Oh, well.
assist with my psychic powers.
Yeah, I have 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Try to
Cool.
boost him.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I
Damn,
do.
Rob. All right, so that takes my
Plus
+1 to +2. +2. Boom. 10.
All right. Yeah, he opens the door for
Open
you.
Yeah. Let's talk. Open the
Yeah.
door.
I suppose you should know why you're going to be obliterated from existence.
Open the door. That whispering keeps going on for a few minutes, even though he's already opened the door.
I figured out how to gain access to time travel and time viewing technology through the technology of Mecha King Ghidorah.
I spit on the floor.
Yeah.
Because that's from the future, sort of. Except it's also still here in the present, but also.
But
in the past.
you said the name though, which just makes me angry.
It's the greatest act of blasphemy in the multiverse history. But we'll leave that.
I wanted to
Everybody
see how we would finally kill Godzilla. And then I found out we would never kill him. Even in a few years, he'll go critical and almost blow up the entire planet. But we managed to stop that. But his son would be reborn and absorbing his energy, and he would continue the cycle of destruction until he would mutate all of life on this planet, and we'd be forced to flee. An alien civilization would come here to help us evacuate, but I kept looking forward farther and farther into the future, and I saw what their plans were. And they plan to we're like being farmed there, and they will harvest us for their god. The true, yeah. But
Solphe does the face from the meme with the little like claymation monkey.
Yeah. So I found out a way though to obliterate. You see, anything in these time bubbles is out of the timeline. Anything that happens here just erases it from existence. I'm bringing the Godzilla from a few years from now, so I will blow up the planet. But this threat to Earth will force their own god, because it is outside of time and space. It can act freely here. It will come to interfere, and then I will collapse the waveform by negating my own existence, so it never happens. A paradox within a paradox, and I've already begun it. It is already happening. It will happen. It is beginning to happen, or it is seeming. We cannot understand it, but the waveform monitor. Yeah, there are video monitors all around showing inside the time bubble and outside of it. And it shows all of you doing these things in the past and what you're doing in minutes from now, or different versions of it. You killing each other, you killing the scientist, you begging for or screaming. Just a lot of different things. But unfortunately, I thought I would martyr myself in my existence to this, but Malum was only a way to gain funding for this real project. It was simply a way I fed into the ambitions and desire and insecurities of business executives. They were easy to manipulate. But I will. It has already been done. We simply have not observed our own erasure yet. It is a temporary anomaly. So I apologize for this. But
guys,
yeah,
guys, there aren't any other ghosts here. So could you kill him so that I can ask his ghosts how to shut this off?
just so you know, Rob, I got the idea for this after you told me your character concept.
Yeah, oh god, he's trying so hard to keep his cool.
Yeah,
he's so nervous about how the rest of the team is going to react because he's more than willing to just collapse it now and erase himself from existence so that this happens before before his god arrives to be killed. But there might be a way to do it that's even more reliable than that if the team's reaction to this insane time rant is negative. So he's just in extremis here. He is so ready to just die, but he needs to know what the other people feel, and he has to keep his cool and act like everything's normal.
Francis said his plan out loud.
Yep. Well, this is the role playing part. You guys get to determine what you do. I will say there might be a way for you to escape at least being negated from existence. Yeah.
That's why I would like you guys to politely kill him so that I can eat his ghost and gain its knowledge.
That sounds legit.
I assume no one here is willing to bet all of existence that this fellow is simply correct about every detail.
What
Time is malleable. Even
literally everyone except me is crazy. Would you please kill him already?
Yeah, I'll be super jazzed to help kill him.
Yeah, you don't have to roll to kill him. He's a helpless civilian. Any of you can kill him easily.
Oh, okay.
Unless another player interferes, then it's going to be a PvP. Yeah. So yes, these aliens have agents already here on Earth, but it doesn't matter because I've already done it. You see, even though we don't experience yet, it has already happened. Everything is happening at once.
Francis is just holding his hand up and doing mocking Muppet mouth with his hand while the scientist talks.
Yeah,
I'll just walk up to the doctor and just kind of give a sad little smile and say, "Your thoughts are still small," and I cut his throat with a knife.
Okay,
excellent. As he dies,
unless Hikari or Robert, are you going to interfere?
At this point, I can't really allow him to sacrifice this present in an insane attempt to subvert some future that we're not there.
Everyone in the world.
Mothra has eternally protected, and Mothra will continue to.
So you're going to let him slit the throat of the scientist? All right.
Yay!
Yeah.
In that case,
okay. So Robert, I assume, is not interfering. All right. So the scientist dies.
Yeah, I'm going to grab the sides of his head and pull his spirit out and shove it into my own head so that I can turn off the time bubble.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Which is just how I'm. Yeah, that's just how I'm describing
weird.
The
obviously weird.
Okay, so that would be 2d6 plus that. Yeah. Do. I'm not normally this slow a typist. It's just because I don't have a keypad on this.
Well, you can.
Fuck.
Oh, please say we have the last.
Oh, we do. We do have the last luck.
Yeah,
that shit.
That is the last point of luck. You get his spirit out and absorb his information. And then you realize, no, it's already. He is right. Everything is happening at once. It is. You're just not perceiving it yet because you can't perceive it yet. You can't perceive nonlinear time.
But for the people in the present, it won't have happened for a long time.
He's rewriting the timeline. everything is going to get everything in this. Everything is going to all of you are going to be negated from existence. The only thing you think you can manipulate is your own fate. You have no idea if this thing, if this threat is real, if he's going to be able to negate it like he wants. The only thing you know for certain is how can you escape or make peace with this. You can either try and help the Doctor fulfill his goal of killing this alien god that's going to consume the Earth in the far future, if you believe that's correct.
I don't.
You could try and sabotage it. Again, you have no idea what the effect is. Or you could try to escape so that you aren't negated from existence. You don't know what will happen to you.
I want me and my friends to leave. I don't care about his bullshit. He's dead.
Okay. If you want to...
I would like to keep existing, thank you.
All right.
These people have tolerated me more than any 3 other people.
So there's 2 ways you can escape. One is to go up back to the lobby and just run through the time bubble, and you'll remerge into the timeline somewhere. Now you don't know what will happen or what kind of person you'll be, but you'll almost certainly keep existing to some degree. The other thing is maybe you want to make a change to your own timeline to get a timeline that you want. That would be some kind of role, but even getting anything less than a full success is going to be really bad. And there are any number of ways. So you can just run out into no rolls necessary. Just run out of the bubble, and you should exist in some way. If not, you can, if you want to have a better life for yourself, you can try and fuck with the destiny. That's basically the only choices you can perceive in this instant. But you can begin to perceive nonlinearity of time. You know King Ghidorah is approaching or has already approached, or the waveform is collapsing soon, so you have to act fast. So you can help the scientist. You can try and sabotage. You can try to help. You can try to sabotage. Hikari, you know what Mothra would want you to do. Mothra would want you to martyr yourself to help the Earth.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do in this case, since there's no guarantees of what this, I'm going to use my life force to allow my fairy Mothra to cocoon itself and exist in stasis for enough time to rebirth Mothra.
No. That's not. No. Try and kill the monster. Like,
okay.
Help the channel your energy into the machine so it can help kill the alien god that's going to kill Earth in the future.
Yeah.
So that would be the way to help it.
Okay.
Not self-preservation.
Well, no, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was trying to use.
No, not help. Mothra is already existing.
Okay.
Like, you got to kill. Mothra would definitely sacrifice herself to kill a giant monster.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
That's what she does.
Yes.
So yeah. All right. Roll weird.
Okay.
And I'll give everybody the results after I get your roll. Everybody's rolls. All right. Solphe. Are you going to try and sabotage it? Or are you going to try to live? Rob, are you there? I don't. All right. We'll come back.
Yeah, I'm absolutely jinxing the fuck out of everything. I'm just breaking everything. Like,
right.
It's like sweaty palms. Like, this is the worst. Can't let this happen.
Yep.
And, like, now this Mothra lover is messing it all up.
Yep.
I look at both of them and I'm just kind of heading upstairs.
All right, go ahead and roll. All right. You're trying to entropy is increasing. Rob, what are you going to do? You're a machine. You can plug yourself into the computers and affect things any number of ways. Robert.
Yeah, I'm trying to think trying to preserve myself, trying to think how I would go about that.
Well, you can just run out of the time bubble for free. You don't know what will happen to you, or you can try and manipulate your own destiny in some way. You just have to specify what you're trying to achieve. Like, try and have a happier life, try and get more cool robot upgrade.
Oh God, no! I have a thought.
Okay.
Try to manipulate it, Twin, because you said Mechagodzilla is not complete yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to work it to when it is completed. I'm like, essentially, they use my mind as it's.
You want to be part of Mechagodzilla?
Yes.
So I want to be Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, you're the Mechagodzilla afterlife that you so richly deserve.
Yep, sure.
And I'm just leaving because all of this has given me a headache.
And I love that I love that the two kaiju god clerics ended up having a fucking Wild West duel at the end.
Yeah. All right. Tom, roll weird.
10.
Damn.
Okay, yeah. All right. So Francis, you're just walking out.
Yeah, Francis is like all of his friends started ignoring him for their own shit, like people always do. So he's just leaving.
Oh, all right. So Robert, you're everything's collapsing, sparks everywhere, things falling apart like the Enterprise at the third act of a Star Trek movie. And
The saucer section is separated. Things are getting real.
Francis is calmly walking out. He can see the silhouette of something monstrous approaching or is already there. You're beginning to see multiple timelines at once. It's unpleasant, and then you step out. There's a flash of white light, and do you remember, or are you just the timeline has been changed? Do you want to remember what happened, or would you rather not know?
Well, Francis is paranoid and has hallucinations, so he remembers something, but how much he believes it is a little contingent.
Okay, that's fair. So yeah, it's downtown Tokyo. The Yanasawa building. You're walking next to the Yanasawa building. You're walking around. Everything's normal. Mothra has just gone into space to save us all. Yeah.
I like Mothra music, you know.
Yeah.
Something
Later in a classified thing, the AI controlling Mechagodzilla 2 is based on the brainwaves of Robert DeMarco. Little do they know, Robert DeMarco is far more conscious than than they realize. And in the far, far future, perhaps the timeline has been changed, perhaps not. Yeah, it's hard to say, but that's beyond Francis's conception or care, because he'll be long dead by then.
Yeah, and I will maybe make friends with Craigbot. I saw an ad for Craigbot, and I want to break one out of this company that I hate for some reason. Maybe because it sucks.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, that's what happened. Craigbot is here to help. Now record.
I'm here to help Craigbot.
So that's how the end credits roll as we see Francis walking down the streets of Tokyo, thinking to himself, looking very oddly.
Having weird delusion thought bubbles.
Yep. So Malum has never existed, and neither did Dr. Omori. He erased himself from the timeline, and by killing his own parents. And whether now because Solphe did roll better, but Mothra did get at least a partial success. So who knows what the final effect will be?
Maybe it's like the movie. Maybe it's a different timeline than the movie.
Maybe that's why the movie is the way it is, because it doesn't end up the way. Yeah, it's a partial. It's the ending of the movie is very much the definition of a partial success. Like
that's certainly true.
Watch all three of them and find out. Netflix Godzilla movies, they good.
They are good. They are far better than they have any right to be. So questions, comments, suggestions. This is my initial idea was do a heist during a Godzilla attack, and then it became like, well, but I think
then it became stealing time.
Yeah. No, I like preventing the dissolution of the timeline. No, I love this. This is great.
Yeah.
I was very amused to get myself time annihilated, trying to ensure that the human race gets time annihilated.
Oh yeah. Solphe is totally non-existent. The Exif never infiltrated Earth until after
much later. Much later.
That's if they even exist. Maybe the Exif got totally annihilated as a civilization.
We don't know. We won't know for 20,000 years.
Yeah, quite a long time.
I got used to being a robot, so it might as well be the biggest robot I can be.
You're a robot who dreamed he was a man once, but now that dream is over. So,
this is my first time playing Monster of the Week. I quite like it.
Oh,
awesome. It's pretty fun. I liked the breadth of choices that you could get on these characters.
Yeah. When I ran it for the Patreon game, people made like a guy who was just working for that company, was their inside agent. He was the mundane. Then somebody was like, I'm an American gamer who's really good at shooting things thanks to video games, and I'm a professional now. And
I love that.
Another Mothra priestess, like literally the divine.
Hey,
Everybody loves worshiping Mothra.
But with different choices, they had the playbook that gave them Boss from Beyond. And on a failure, you are required to do something terrible, which was basically sacrifice yourself to ensure the timeline is
right.
So I mentally went with the more healing and transportation version of that, since I figured out.
And the other one was an expert who was a scientist dude with weird gadgets and tech. So like when they healed themselves after fights, and they used first aid sprays with G cells, so it turned their skin green. Like that.
I like that.
Yeah. This is just a silly idea I had, and I'm glad you all liked it. Any other questions?
Silly idea.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments?
No,
I think it's a ton of fun. So
no, it was a fun game, and I got to achieve my goal of merging the timelines of the Heisei movies and the anime trilogy. So, I got everything I wanted out of it.
Yeah. If that's your
I was really happy with how the top floor fight ended up going, because it looked like we were going to be completely hosed, and then we fucking turned it around with teamwork. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I borrowed the clock mechanic from Blades in the Dark. That's not in Monster of the Week by default, but it's a super easy mechanic to use.
I think it works.
Yeah.
I like a good countdown.
Yeah. Okay. And also be sure to check out the OrpheusProtocol.com and the Orpheus Protocol podcast for the.
Check it out on your podcatcher of choice. We are continuing on. It's Cosmic Horror Espionage, 176 episodes strong and still going.
Yay. Some overlap with this, with weird monster fighting and shit like that, and
there is some similarities here and there. A lot of corporate espionage and supernatural stuff together. Yeah.
Good time was had by all. So, and Aaron has raillery on Twitch.
Yes, Wednesday evenings usually. So hopefully we'll be back on a normal schedule this week. So,
awesome.
And Tom does stuff. I don't know. Tom's on the RPPR Patreon. Thad, do you have anything new that you want to plug?
Nothing new, really. No.
Okay.
Working too much of my day job, and it sucks. Everybody be excellent to each other.
Fair. Sorry, Tom. Did you have anything? I didn't want to.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to check out the RPPR Patreon. You can talk to all these fine people on our Discord. And we will talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.